ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow, reading rainbow.
Welcome to Rosie's, an authentic roadside diner. Now, if you've ever been to a diner, you know they're special with great homemade food, a sizzling hot grill, a really friendly staff, lots of hungry customers, and a menu that just won't quit. I like to sit here at the counter where I can watch the whole show because one of the best things about being at a diner is the people. You never know who's gonna drop by. In fact, who drops by is what causes all the trouble in this book. The robbery at the Diamond Dog Diner.
The Robbery at the Diamond Dog Diner by Eileen Cristolo. Read by Peter Falk. There were diamond robbers in town. Glenda Feathers heard the news on the radio just as she was about to deliver her eggs to the Diamond Dog Diner. Oh, my goodness, she said. I must warn Lola and Harry. Quick, Lola. Hide your diamonds, Glenda Feathers shouted. You shouldn't wear them today. Why not, said Lola. I always wear diamonds when I cook. But there are diamond robbers in town, said Glenda Feathers. Oh, no, gasped Lola. Don't worry, said Harry. We'll lock your diamonds in the safe. Don't do that, said Glenda Feathers. That's the first place a robber would look. Do you have a better idea? The eggs, said Glenda Feathers. Poke a hole in the tops and bottoms of these eggs. Blow out the yolks and whites, unstring the diamonds, and stick them through the holes. Then cover the holes with white glue and put the eggs in the refrigerator. No one will ever guess. So the diamonds were safely hidden by the time the first customers arrived for breakfast. Now, don't tell anyone what we've done, Glenda Feathers whispered to Lola. Everyone in the diner was talking about the diamond robbers. Someone had heard they were driving a yellow truck. Someone else had heard that their names were Shorty and Slim and that they were wearing blue knit caps. Well, Lola needn't worry, said Glenda Feathers. No one will find her diamonds. Psh, that's supposed to be a secret. Oh, don't be silly. Even if someone looks in the refrigerator, they'll never find her diamonds. Suddenly, two customers jumped up from the table and grabbed Harry. No one moved. Just hand over the diamonds. The robbers tied everyone up with a long rope.
Go, please.
Then they opened the refrigerator. I don't see any diamonds in here, said Shorty. Let's just take the refrigerator. But when they tried to move the refrigerator, the door swung open. Several eggs fell to the floor. Look at this broken egg, said Shorty. It's got diamonds in it. What kind of bird would lay an egg like that? The only bird around here is that blabbermouthed chicken, said Slim. They locked the eggs and Glenda Feathers in the back of the truck. "Help!" she screamed. "Don't let them take me away!" But by the time they broke loose, the truck had disappeared. I hope Glenda Feathers can think of a way to get out of this mess. And that is exactly what Glenda Feathers was trying to do as she watched the robbers break open the eggs. "I wonder why some of these eggs have diamonds in them and some of them don't," said Shorty. "Maybe the eggs are from different birds," said Slim. "How do we know we have the right bird?" "That's it," thought Glenda Feathers. "I'll make them think there's another bird." "You don't have the right bird," she said. "You better tell us how to find that bird who lays eggs with diamonds in them, or you'll be a barbecued chicken." "Oh, no," shrieked Glenda Feathers. A tear rolled down her cheek. I think she'll deliver her eggs to the diner at dawn tomorrow. But I should call Lola and Harry to make sure." "It's a trick. This bird is too dumb to play tricks." When the phone rang at the Diamond Dog Diner, Lola and Harry answered together. "Listen carefully," said Glenda Feathers. "Someone wants to meet that chicken with the diamond eggs. Can you make sure she delivers her eggs at dawn tomorrow?" "I think Glenda Feathers is trying to tell us something," whispered Lola. "Say the chicken will be here." Early the next morning, a strange-looking chicken walked up to the diner with a basket of eggs. "There she is," whispered Glenda Feathers. "But that chicken has furry feet," said Slim. "All diamond-laying chickens do," said Glenda Feathers. Slim and Shorty quickly shoved Glenda Feathers into the back of the truck. Then they followed the chicken into the darkened diner. Suddenly, the lights went on. "We've got you," they yelled. The chicken whirled around. "Surprise!" said Harry as he pulled off his mask. "We were tricked!" shouted Shorty and Slim. The policeman handcuffed Shorty and Slim and took them away, while Harry and Lola searched the yellow truck for Glenda Feathers. All they found in the front was a bag of chocolates. "My favorite kind," said Lola. She popped several into her mouth. Just then, a faint cry came from the back of the truck. "Help! It's Glenda Feathers! Am I safe?" "Where are my diamonds?" asked Lola. "You've already found them," said Glenda Feathers. "When the robbers wanted to hide the diamonds again, I suggested dipping them in melted chocolate. They're right in that bag." "But I just ate some," groaned Lola. "Oh dear," said Glenda Feathers. Then she smiled. "Well, at least no robbers will ever find those diamonds."
Now, if I were at the Diamond Dog Diner, I'd probably order eggs with a side order of chocolates. But since I'm at Rosie's, I think I'll have a sandwich. You know, they're pretty busy here today.
Hi, LeVar.
Hiya, Jane. You guys are swamped.
Yeah, we sure could use a little help here.
Can you cook?
Well, I've never been a short order cook, but I've always wanted to try.
Good. First thing we need is tortellini on free.
Right. Tortellini. Tortellini. Yeah. Tortellini. Tortellini. What's tortellini? Let's see here. Aha! Tortellini. Ah. So this is tortellini. It's pie. pasta with something in the middle. Well, I guess if diamonds can be hiding in eggs, then tortellini can have a secret inside, but what is it? And how did it get in there?
What is it? It's some breadcrumbs, some spices like nutmeg.
You know, just as I was saying, like, yay, we need to wake up, like, all of us are feeling fairly tired tonight, and I go and play that nice, chilled out intro that we have. Hello, everybody. We're here with the Sleepy Time crew. Slightly reduced from last week as two of our members could not make it, and I need to rearrange the screen. But yes, we have our usual Star Trek adventures, cavalcade of characters and stars GMing for us once again. Thank you, stars. How are we all?
You're very welcome.
This evening.
We're all very low energy, I feel. Apart from Cranky. Cranky appears to be like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so he will be, as in character for Lieutenant Archer, he will be extremely forthright and doing all the cool heroic decisions that his ancestor would have made.
Yeah.
So for those that missed the last episode, I am playing First Officer Rizal Tem and Delton, Executive Officer of the USS Hierophant. Nifty, who are you playing?
I am playing Thaco, the Orion EM emergency or EEH emergency engineering hologram.
And Mr. Cranky, who are you this week?
I'm William Billy Archer, the great grandson of Captain Jonathan Archer, helmsman.
Okay, and GMing for us below, Stars, you are bringing this operation, the Angstrom operation, now coming into part 2 of this episode. I don't know why I went Porky Pig there. Yeah. Would you, well, since I got bullied into it at the start, shall I read the intro recap that you have succinctly put up for us, Stars?
Yeah, you should, because I went to the effort of writing it, goddammit.
You did, it was very good. So, bear with me here. We're going to recap what happened last week. Angstrom Operation Log, Part 1. The year is 2380, and you are the crew of the USS Hierophant. Security Officer Bjorn Gormson, played by Otto, who's not here this week. Thaco, the EEH. Lieutenant J.G. William Billy Archer, Lieutenant Dash Bryn, also not here this week, and Exo, played by Janos, and Exo Rizal Tem have been selected to investigate the Angstrom Research Facility, a stellar physics laboratory in the Dran Akos system on the Federation Cardassian border. Having gone dark 4 days ago, its data is to be recovered at all costs and must not fall into Cardassian hands. Starfleet Command would rather the station be destroyed than possibly occupied by a third party. Arriving after 7 hours at Maximal Warp, Rizal Tem convinced his captain, Zinyalix, to separate the ship into 3 sections for a strong tactical insertion into the system at a quick, comprehensive sensor sweep, which quickly turned up some disturbing results. Angstrom's stellar shields are set to maximum, possibly to cope with a large amount of X-ray radiation being emitted by the local star, and transport to the base is impossible without a working pad in the base or pattern enhancers. The main shuttle bay on the night side of the base is opened, and one of the craft is missing. Main power is offline, and everything appears to be running off batteries. The base has taken extensive internal damage, and that one of the tram lines between the 2 parts of the base looks like it has taken heavy damage. There is a fire contained in that tram line, and emergency bulkheads will hold for no more than 24 hours. The damage was caused from inside, possibly through the use of a mining charge. Boarding a shuttle to approach the research station, the away team requisitions a trauma nurse, Norton McCoy, and a fair amount of equipment, including EV suits, a detronal scanner for Rizal Tem, a personal force field for Bjorn, and a phaser rifle for Lieutenant Archer. Given the amount of damage to the depressurized shuttle bay, Archer did well to land the shuttle as he did, though it was a rough arrival, especially for Thaco, who took damage to his mobile emitter in the crash, rendering him vulnerable to bursts of radiation or interference from from the station's systems. After popping the back of the shuttle, it's become clear that the station has seen no small amount of fighting in the days since the last transmission to Starfleet, with the away team coming across the body of a Starfleet ensign preserved by the vacuum of space. While the phaser burn to his face made it clear his demise was an unpleasant one, a tricorder scan revealed their first clue as to what had happened on the station: a puncture wound to his back and a massive damage to his central nervous system, seemingly sustained in the past week. Unable to cross-reference the scans with the Starfleet database due to the interference in the system, the away team assessed the research station's remaining shuttlecraft, finding it had been thoroughly damaged by phaser fire, seemingly to stop someone from escaping. But the damage was surface level enough that the parts from it could be used to repair the Sassafras, the damaged Hierophant shuttle. Casting a biological scan wide over the station, interference was heavy, but not so much that the team couldn't detect a lone, erratic Andorian life sign coming from the mess hall. Moving through the emergency lighted hallways and trying to stop themselves from being too unnerved by the sound of squelching coming from the ventilation system, the away team finds themselves on edge. Arriving, I feel like I'm doing an audiobook here. There's quite a lot of paragraphs. I really didn't realise you'd written so much. Arriving at the barricaded mess hall, Bjorn smashed the makeshift construction out of the way, revealing a bloodied, destroyed graveyard of a room, scientists' bodies stacked high. Calling out in hopes of a survivor, Rizal Tem moved in after the security officer and was treated to a writhing shadow approaching him, a shadow with 2 antennae. A flat, irregular disc on the Andorian's back detached and flew up into the ventilation system. Before anyone could even hope to scan it, the scientist charged the away team with a crude club. Attempting to disarm the clearly out-of-their-mind scientist, Bjorn went for the club and successfully yanked it out of the Andorian's grasp, setting the scientist into a frenzy, which prompted Thaco to construct a rudimentary bolus to contain the man as he grappled with the security officer, knocking him unconscious. Dash and McCoy the nurse McCoy moved in to do a deep tissue scan, revealing that the Andorian's nervous system is being transformed into some kind of driving force for an external intelligence. The removal of which will likely require the use of the Angstrom Station's fully equipped medical bay. Suddenly struck by a half-remembered lesson in Starfleet Academy, Lieutenant Archer realised that they were facing a century-old threat, Denevan neural parasites, to be precise, and prompted Thaco to prise open an access panel and increase the lighting level to a degree that would not only make it easier to navigate, but also, hopefully, keep the parasites at bay. Moving on to the medical bay, the away team finds a preserved neural parasite in a specimen jar, as well as a records trail indicating that the scientists of this station were unable to identify what was attacking them due to an incomplete database. Thaco reallocated power from the other areas in order to bring the bay back to life, allowing Nurse McCoy to read through the logs and find out that surgical removal isn't a viable option, at least not if the host wishes to stay alive. Any further investigation was ruined when the medical bay systems overloaded, prompting the specimen jar to break open and the parasite to attack. But after so long in the jar, it could only flop towards Lieutenant Archer weakly, prompting the young officer to panic and unload his phaser rifle's power cell into the parasite, killing it definitively. Alas, while they were made momentarily safe by the pilot's actions, it appears that the rapid phaser fire has attracted attention, with the crowd of infested scientists bearing down on them from the hallway. As it stands, storage, crew quarters, and, most critically, operations have yet to be explored. Time is running out, and lives hang in the balance. Dun 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 dun. Now I need a drink.
Can you repeat that? I wasn't listening.
Yes, it's called Watch the Stream again.
Shit's fucked.
All that. Okay,
Shit
Stars.
is definitively fucked.
Over to you.
All right, thank you. That was wonderfully read, and I appreciate you on a deep level, Idle.
How deep?
This is what happens when you have to read my logs. It's like they're incredibly long-winded. But you guys asked. So, since Jealous and Otto are not here today, I feel like we should establish that Lieutenant Dash and Bjorn Gornsey are going to stay behind in the medical bay and reinforce it with external force fields and do a little bit of research, basically kind of create a little safe location for the Andorian that you've rescued, and also to conveniently put them out of the way for the duration of this session.
Excellent.
Now, when we left off as...
Fantastic.
as I mentioned, or as I mentioned actually, last session we ended on you hearing the oncoming attack of a number of scientists who appear to have been infested by the Nevan neural parasites. They have yet to come up at you yet, but they are not far off. So, do you guys want to take any preparatory actions before they arrive?
So at this point, we know, if I remember correctly, we know what the parasite is, and we know how to defeat it. It's the ultraviolet light we know we need.
You do know that, yes.
So
that
we know
being
that
said,
scientists are infected with said parasite.
And you know that they are recoverable, but it is a case of getting a hold of something that can flash an ultraviolet light of that specific frequency, that powerful enough.
Not subjecting them to the full spectrum of light and blinding them as McCoy did the Spark.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, we just need to blast. I was going to say, in Turn About Intruder, were the people who were infected, did they suffer from light? Did they recoil from the light as it was blinded them, as it was shone on them? Sorry, I can't talk. I've done all my talking.
It's okay. No, you're talked out. Your Razzle 10 will be very, very quiet for the rest of the session. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a slightly more evolved and adapted version of the neuroparasites, where they don't like light, but they can be, around it long enough to do some major damage before they're driven off, unless it is that specific frequency of ultraviolet.
And we're still in our EV suits?
You are indeed, but they are nasty creatures, and I would not put stock in an EV suit to protect you if one of them happens to latch on.
No,
and we're in the medical bay at the moment, aren't we?
The medical bay's been kind of locked off and sealed to kind of protect the medical Dash and Bjorn. Well, Bjorn's staying behind, basically reinforced position.
So we're effectively outside the doors of the medical bay now, planning our next move.
Yes, and you can hear them
stacking like shelves in front, going, "Good luck!"
On our way out of the medical bay, which for some reason we can't currently access.
No, never could possibly.
Did we maybe have access to grabbing something that we could kind of jury rig into like a flashlight that could
didn't someone
shine this light on them?
Didn't someone configure the lights to raise the lighting?
Yeah, we've definitely.
So that was Stacko. You reallocated power in order to raise the lighting level, but that was just purely visual light, not ultraviolet. Okay. That I'm going to go ahead and say that there was nothing in the medical bay that was capable of emitting that frequency of light that was still working.
Okay.
If you want to try and construct something, you're more than welcome to, but you'll need something more. Yeah, something like an engineering lab, which would also be convenient because you have a damaged mobile emitter that might need repairing.
I'd like
I could maybe recharge my phaser, even though it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'd like to step forward to the oncoming horde, and Rozelle will say something along the lines of, "Please, we are here to help. We've come from Starfleet. We are here to assist you in your problems. Please, if one of you has a leader, we would like to communicate them and meet your demands."
I'm going to go ahead and say that at first you see a shadow on the wall, and then the very second thing you see is a rock being just thrown right at your head.
Okay, you're going to have to roll to see if that hits me.
Don't worry. They don't have the motor. They don't have the motor capability to actually do a fine throw like that from a distance. They're just really, really goddamn angry. And if you had any hopes of resolving this diplomatically, they are screaming in agony.
Okay.
They are just incoherent.
Good.
These are innocent, Stacko. These are innocent people who have been.
Just going to note that down.
Yeah, you don't
my evaluation report there.
You constantly have like the big TOS style pad. Yeah.
Yeah, I have huge pen as well.
No, crew member may be a sociopath.
Yeah. We'll reprogram later.
Exactly. Yes, diplomatic options appear to be off the table.
How do you guys feel about a wide beam phaser burst on a high enough setting to stun them all?
Yeah, I mean that'd stop the immediate danger.
It would.
Although we haven't got, the only phaser we've got is my phaser rifle, which is currently out of charge.
Well, you'd have handheld phasers.
Oh, okay.
I think if we combine hand phasers, we could do it like a wide beam stun. What did we do with the Andorian guy? Did we try
do like
stun
Power
him
Rangers and create a mega phaser? Yeah. Bolt them all together.
I mean, hold on. I am a jury rigger. Is there something I can do to improve a phaser real quick? Do we want to overload one of our phases? Oh, but then we.
I don't think we want to blow it up. I think we just want to kind of do a.
No, we don't.
We
don't. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Andorian we stunned before.
Well,
how did we take him down again? Did we?
So the Neuroparasite left after having like propelled him, but like it was Auto and Thacker who were basically like kind of wrestled him to the ground with the bolus. And the Neuroparasite having left, he wasn't resisting as much. He's still unconscious in the medical bay. He's going to be probably restrained by Dash and Bjorn.
Let's try a basic phaser. Let's try all of us with our hand phasers, just trying to set it on stun. Let's incapacitate them and see what the parasites do.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just get up my stats here.
And then once they're all stunned, we need someone who can jury rig a say UV light.
Yeah.
So that we can
that could be the next step, can't it? Once we've got the immediate danger out of the way, we can work out.
Yeah. Which one do I roll to make them go away?
All of them.
I bought all the dice for this weekend.
Nice. I'm glad.
I went online. It was like, I want a couple sets. I want some variety. Oh my
this
god!
Is where it begins.
30 sets of dice for $20. Okay, I'll buy that.
It's a good market.
Have you seen the dice that go into little charging pods like the headphones, and you take them out and you roll them, and they light, and they've like LED lights all around, and they flash the number that it rolls onto, and I was just like, give me those.
Sick. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say. Normally, I wouldn't allow you to like line up and basically just like all wide beam at once. But since you do have the drop on them, and you are in your right minds and they are not, I'm going to allow it this once.
Okay.
Because I'll let you on a little secret. There are two of them at the moment, but you guys can hear down the hall they are not alone. There is going to be more and more of them coming now that they know you are here.
So basically, we're going to take the first wave and then like run.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's.
Well, I mean, you can stand and do a very, very heroic last stand if you wish.
It's been a pleasure serving with you. I'm backed up. I'm backed up on the servers. You guys have fun.
You can all fucking die for all the weekends. Yeah, no, you can't get infected. You're fine. Yeah. This is one of those episodes where like Data or 7 is like the solution to the problem.
It's like a moral quandary about the nature of consciousness, but we can save that for another episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, gentlemen, if you want to give me this is a control plus security difficulty 2 roll.
Okay, mine is 14.
Mine's 10.
Mine is 13.
Wow, how do I have a better one than this? Okay, I guess I'll roll.
I'm junior.
Well, he's a pilot.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, Stars, do we still
have
flies the
ship.
5 momentum?
He flies the ship.
Yeah.
Yes, you have 5 momentum. And I have... How much momentum threat do I have, rather? Let me check.
You had a stupid amount. I think you had like 13 threat, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, always. I have 9 threat, actually.
Need an extra roll?
Well, I was thinking, since we're all firing, surely both of them should assist on the roll.
Yeah, that's what I think would be most fair. Is one of you does the primary, and then if you hit, then we'll allow you to like basically add all your damages together.
So control security, that's a 14 for me. So
we each roll 1. Idle rolls 2. We roll 1.
Yeah.
Yes, if he's got the best roll.
Yeah.
One thing I'll also let you guys know. So there is a combat book which I don't know if I've shared to you before. It's probably in the STA channel.
You did a while ago.
Yeah. What I recommend is there's a minor action you can take called Aim, which will allow you to re-roll a d20. Yeah.
Let me just.
You can basically take Aim, and that will allow you to re-roll a d20 on your primary roll. I'm only going to allow that to happen for Idle, though.
We don't need to aim a wide beam. Like, that wouldn't make sense in
this
case.
But it will allow you to re-roll that d20, so you might.
Okay. I will do it. Let me just... Hang on.
In fact, let me check one thing.
Where's my OneNote? Sorry. Welcome to admin.
No, you're good. No, always. So, there is actually, I forgot one thing. So, phasers are actually a really versatile weapon, and this is reflected in how they are handled in STA, because if you don't want to aim, and you're happy with just like going with your raw roll, then you can instead choose to charge it.
That's right.
Which will allow you to add a damage effect, including area, intense, piercing, or vicious.
Ooh, area would probably...
Yeah,
that would make the most sense, actually, yeah.
Hang on a second, let me just diddly-do. Got my quick notes. I use when I GM, I have my quick notes, and I don't know why I don't have them open myself, because it has like all my references in it.
What's the drinking, Nifty?
Oh yeah, what you got?
This is an interesting one. So it's a zombie cocktail inspired beer.
Nice.
I like that can art. That's cool.
Yeah, it is because it's got the tiki, but it's like a dog. Because Lagunitas, the brewery, a dog is part of their. Yeah, so it's like
that's cool. I like that.
Also, 10%. Oh boy.
10%.
Oh,
Jesus. You can be okay.
Okay.
I thought I was going big. I'm on an 8%.
Fucking
I've got
hell.
the classic Dragon Slayer.
Also, I got the
Welcome
nice
to Alcoholic Adventures.
I've got a
Oh,
cup
that
of
is
tea
a cool.
I've also got a
bug,
protein shake.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about all these momentum spends you can do as well for like bonus damage and disarming and things like that.
Yeah, I've got them all like noted in here. So
Yes, you do.
Could I disarm the creature from the body? Would that be counting as disarming?
I would say no, because
Okay.
you're basically separating two conjoined biological entities at that point. Like, if you wanted to do like a precision thing, sure. But...
Okay.
The
I don't
creatures
think
don't necessarily stay attached to the body. They infect
don't,
it,
no.
and
No.
the nervous
They
system
leave,
becomes
yeah.
infected. It alters their nervous system to their will. They do what you become a zombie basically to the will of the parasites.
Right. Okay.
Essentially, yeah. See, that's that Starfleet history that got you an A on that class,
It
Mr.
is,
Mr.
it
Archer.
He knows. Okay, I'm just gonna
Alright,
roll.
so-
I think it's 4. We got 4 dice going, so I'm not gonna aim. Not that it would make a difference.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go raw. So I need 14. I got a 13 and a 14.
What did you guys get?
So what do I need?
I
one,
rolled
one
a
dice.
Yeah, 1 dice. Nice.
You got a 6?
I got 15.
Okay.
So we got 3. So
Well, that's all right. So you got 1 point of momentum. Yeah, you got 1 point
Nice.
of momentum. And now, Idle, you're going to have to roll me some damage. What's your damage on your fate?
That's a good question. I don't think it's much.
We haven't done a lot of combat in our ones, if I
Have
recall.
we? 5. So I need 5d6. Let me just roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5d6. Right. I have got. Right, I've got notably a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Oh wow, I've got a full straight. So it's the 1, 2, and the 5. So I've done 3, 4 damage plus an effect, which is. I don't think there's any effect on the phaser type 2. It's just charge, isn't it? So 3.
Well, that allows you to do to area.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a little secret here. So it's not really a secret; it's in the rules. But no, I know for a fact none of you know it. So in STA, there is a system where if you do 5 damage or more,
do an
enemy
injury.
or you takes an injury.
Yeah.
And you have to basically either spend momentum, determination, or threat, if it's an NPC controlled by the GM, to stop that character from being downed, essentially.
Okay.
Now, you've done 4 damage and an effect. I'm going to say that effect is going to allow you to hit both of these scientists at the same time.
Perfect.
However, if you want to spend another point of momentum for extra damage, then you can probably drop these 2 at the same time.
I mean, I don't want to kill them. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to stun them. The aim here
Yeah,
is
but
to...
you're just doing an injury. It's not death.
Okay,
dropping them with a stun, right? So
It's
I don't.
probably
Yeah, it's
best
done.
because none of us are particularly capable in combat, like hand-to-hand combat or anything.
All right,
We've got an engineer, a pilot, and the first officer.
Well, I'll spend a momentum for that. That'll be fine, I think. We'll do that.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah,
we'll take
in
stand
which case, we'll say that you all line up and you do your best, like, you know, like... Are we doing, like, the TNG Season 1, like, the little beepers, or are we going with the proper, like,
No, these are the
Nemesis style?
These are the Type 2s, so these are the... Yeah, those ones, yeah. No, I'm not using those...
That's a
Type-
cool fucking toy, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
going
nice
to be
one.
our father-son moment from Dragon Ball Z. We're all just going to be lining each other next to each other, Kamehameha at them. Kamehameha them.
Perfect. Yeah, so in which case, you all line up. You know, Razzletam, I'll say that you give the order.
Yes.
You give them the marching
Fire.
orders, and you just go, and
Some
it's
cool
like
anime
that bit
music's
in...
playing in the background.
Of course. Well, I was actually going to say it's a little bit like that bit in Conspiracy where where Crusher is stunning Quinn, where she hits him and she's fine, and then she kind of goes, and then sustains the beam, and eventually they drop, and the neural parasites attach and go.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
If I
basically.
had batteries to hand, I could do the sound effect.
Oh,
I have batteries. You are foiled us. But yeah, the neural parasites detach. They fly back up in the vents, and these 2 are down. They are out for now.
okay.
But obviously, a parasite could come along and spur them into action again, and there are more incoming. So, what do
Yeah.
you guys want to do from this point?
Quick question before we go. I know that I took stress last time.
Yes.
I didn't save my updated file where I had like removed some of those points. So do you recall how many points I took?
I wrote it down, in fact.
Good man. I did not.
You took 4 stress, so you want to take 4 boxes off.
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 remaining. Cool.
Do I have any stress I need to take?
No, you haven't taken any yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was damage sustained in the shuttle crash. You guys haven't taken any damage from direct combat yet. That may change depending on what you choose to do next.
Is the direction we are going to be running? Like, what's our movement options here? Can we run away from where these people are coming from, or do we have?
Oh, you absolutely can.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, this is a bit of a labyrinthine research station. Like, it's like pretty standard layout for a Starfleet facility. Your options immediately are storage, crew quarters, or operations, depending on how you feel like taking your chances and what you feel is important to go for.
I have a plan, somewhat of a plan. 10% of a plan, as it were. What if we
10%?
I have a tiki beer of a plan. What if we went to operations, got control of the force field, and trapped these people where they could do no one more harm?
Now, that would be a great plan if power was online.
Yeah, we need to get some kind of an engineering.
Let's do that. Let's go to engineering. We can control force fields.
See if we can get temporary power.
Yeah, let's do that.
You would need power in order to generate force fields. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's head to engineering.
And with power as well, we can generate UV light in some way, hopefully.
One would hope. Okie doke.
Let's.
So you're gonna give crew quarters and storage a miss, yeah?
What do you guys think?
I don't think we need to go to crew quarters. Storage might be good for picking up equipment for making some kind of a UV light with.
The way he's saying it makes it sound like there's some storyline stuff in there that we might be missing.
Yeah. It's like when you're going through a game, you walk past.
I just want to make sure because I'm going to be right with you. Like the instant you guys go in a direction, the hallways are going to start filling up, and you're going to have to either be really, really canny about it or fight your way through.
Do we have, as in-game characters, a knowledge of the layout?
Yes, you'd absolutely have the schematics. Yeah.
Engineering's the other end of that tramway, isn't it? That's broken.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, you've got to get to operations. That's where the transit station is, and then you can get to engineering.
Okay, well, what if we go on we're going to places on the way? So what would be first on our way?
I would guess probably crew quarters would be first, but like storage is a little bit further down that. And then operations is the furthest, but you'd be able to go.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a chance if we can get to crew quarters, we can find someone who hasn't been affected by the parasites yet.
Oh yeah, we've got Nurse McCoy as well, haven't we? Mustn't forget about her.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to him? His name is Norton.
Sorry.
Yes, Norton.
I hear Nurse. I
The journalist kept getting the gender wrong, and I was like, I'm too polite to correct you.
Actually, it's much later than that. It's like 23:48.
It's the future idol.
Be respectful with our pronouns. Yeah. So Norton McCoy, who is from Illinois and is very annoyed you keep on getting his gender wrong.
Illinois, notably not in the South.
Notably not.
Just so you guys understand.
I'm Delton. I don't even see gender. I just see opportunities.
Wow.
My lack of seeing gender is on record.
God damn it. Oh dear. Professionalism, yeah.
Let's go crew quarters.
I'm thinking either crew quarters or operations.
Let's go crew quarters.
Hold on, I like... Damar in chat says he hopes we go through the chompers like a Galaxy Quest.
Would I do that?
Yes, you would.
There's an idea for the next charity stream. I'll make you do Galaxy Quest.
Well, fuck that.
That'd be great.
Please, pretty please.
I'll think about it. But you got a session to do right now.
Yeah. Anywho,
let's back on track. Let's go crew quarters. Let's move.
And now
you want to go to crew quarters?
Adventures.
Yes.
Now for the continuing adventures of a load of fuckheads. Yeah.
Bearing in mind we're going to be trapped here now by zombies.
Well.
Yes. Well, you're going to have to see what you can do.
Okay. Zombies.
Okay. So, This is the part of the facility where the majority of the scientific crew had their personal quarters. The only exceptions being the department heads and support leads, who had larger rooms on the 3rd floor. And as you start to make your way into the crew quarters areas, like hearing more and more scientists started to come the other way, the few remaining who are alive, you find a lot of bodies. There are 14 corpses you get through by the time you've done a relatively comprehensive sweep. 8 of them looked as though they were killed in their sleep by phaser blasts at point-blank range. The other 6 are located around a barricade near the mess hall, which you previously gone into.
This is bleak. This is bleak.
It's a bad scene.
How certain are we of the status of these people?
Nurse.
Or do we need the nurse to do a check?
I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can get a good.
He's got the medical one. He's got the medical tricorder.
Nice.
I've only got the standard. I've only got the standard.
Yeah, I've got Geo, Met, and Bio. So we'll go ahead and skip the roll.
Okay.
This is not Norton McCoy is a better trauma nurse than Bashir than season 1 Bashir, so he doesn't have to roll to find out if someone is dead. These people are definitively very dead, unfortunately.
Okay.
What can we do with 14 dead bodies?
Hey. What can't we do with 14 dead bodies?
Guys!
Is the Dalton again?
Opportunities.
Can you say weekend at Bernie's? No. Can we? So we know just from observing them that some of them were phaser blast killed. What about the ones behind the barricades? Can we scan them to see if there was? Is there any point in us scanning them to see what was the cause of death?
Yes, in fact, let's get Mr. McCoy to
do that. Yeah,
scan that for you. Who wants to roll for McCoy during this? I did put up their stats in chat here. I'm going to just ping that to you guys. Who wants to control the nurse?
Our previous McCoy roller, Genos, I'll do it. I've met him in real life, meaning I think I can channel his rolling a little more.
You understand his last will and testament. I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
R.I.P. Genos.
All right. So, in which case, I'd like you to give me a control plus medicine task.
What are nurses' stats?
I've just pinged them in the show chat for you.
Oh, sorry. One moment.
Did you? Oh, yes, they
are. He did. Or rather, he linked us to the original. So, you said control
I ain't double posting that shit!
Yeah, control plus med? So, 12.
Control, yes.
He's only allowed so many discords per day.
And difficulty what?
Difficulty 1. I'm going to take it easy on you.
So I'm just going to roll the 2 then.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to spend anything on this. Ooh, I rolled a 10 and a 20.
Woo.
Ooh, okay.
They are dead. They are not living. These are ex-crew.
This is a deceased crew. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that the scan you undertake reveals that the fight that killed these people happened around about 6 days ago. 2 other people outside the mess hall were killed by phaser fire and bear wounds on their neck and back similar to the crewmen that you've seen in the shuttle bay and in the medical bay. The other 4 on the inside of the barricade appear to have died from blunt wounds to the head and body, perhaps from that Andorian that you neutralized. It also appears that they died around about 6 days ago.
Interesting.
So you're starting to develop a bit of a timeline of events here.
Okay.
Now, I'm also going to go ahead and take that complication to say that a burst of X-ray radiation interacts badly with McCoy's tricorder, and it leads out a very, very loud screech that's going to attract 3 more scientists your direction.
Oof. Okay.
Thanks, McCoy.
He's like, hey man, it's bad equipment. You know, I'm not blaming my tools here, but you know.
No, what he actually says is, I'm a doctor, not an espionage expert.
Oh wait, I'm the espionage expert. Damn it.
You are.
Then why didn't you do the scan? You suck at medicine.
So
all right. So how do you want to handle this?
What's our? How many entrances and exits are there to this crew quarters? Like, was there just the one entrance, or are we?
It's a massive hub where everyone was living in a communal space. So there are plenty of exits. Just in case of keeping a good distance between you and them.
Okay, so what's their walking speed? Like, how fast are they coming for us? Are we
They
shambling
move in
zombies
fits
or
and
are we?
spurts.
Yeah, okay. So
There is somewhere in between a shambling zombie and a 28 days later, which was what you were about to ask.
Yeah.
They move in fits and spurts because they are being propelled by sheer pain. They look like marionettes that are just being kind of like forced forward, but they are moving quickly when they do move.
If we were to be able to make some sort of a handheld device to emit UV light, how long would it take us to neutralize an individual?
It would depend on how good the device you construct for this handheld is, because like
It'll be good. It'll be good.
If it's a very intense blast, I would allow it to I'll neutralize them. If not, to take them out of action permanently. But as it is, you do not have such a device.
No.
Yet.
And in the crew quarters, I can't think of anything that would allow us to make one.
Let's bugger off out the rear exit here and head towards storage. Let's do a little bit of a.
I'm thinking that. Let's move on.
All right. Well, I'm going to require a roll to make sure that you guys can outrun these people.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to require.
Who got track and field? Who's got track and field?
Yeah, dudes, any of you had track and field?
Only in real life, not in a game.
Damn. Well, that's your fault. You do, actually.
I'm afraid your excellent delts won't be any use here.
We appreciate them, though. I'm going to require a fitness plus con difficulty 2 from all of you.
Oh, that's like 10.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a bad roll for you all.
Okay, 10.
Then do we
want to
spend some? You said from all of us, so all 3 of us.
All 3 of you are going to be rolling individually.
Okay.
How many
because
dice
one of you
is
falls
it?
behind.
3 dice.
It's 2 dice.
What's difficult?
So because these are independent rolls, do we independently get to spend 1 momentum on a third if we wanted to?
If you want, but that'll be a lot of momentum.
We got 5 momentum.
We wouldn't eat because momentum's.
I wouldn't stack. No.
Yeah.
I require 1 momentum from each of you. I wouldn't be that cruel. No, that'd be rude.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't do that.
I'd say we could spend that. We got 5 momentum, but we could. I'm sure our GM is going to be generous enough to give us that back if we need to, with some excellent rolls.
Don't we have 6, or does it max at 5?
It maxes at 6.
No, it maxes at 6. But I'm pretty sure you spent 1 just now, didn't you?
We spent 1 to
of
knock
course.
the people out.
We had 5, went to 6, spent back. Yeah.
Let's go to 2 and let's roll 3 dice each because I feel like we can probably earn it back, and also we've all got trash rolls and we need to get out of it. Right, so
you need Scarpa quick.
I'm going for 10 here.
Oh dear.
1.
Oh dear.
2,
Oh dear.
11.
It's been nice knowing you, gentlemen.
I got a 1 and a 2 though. I got a 1 and a 2.
Well,
all right. Well, that goes out there like a lightning bolt, Mr. Archer.
Oh yeah.
Well, we tried. We tried. I got a 1 and 2 19s.
Okay. That's okay.
Okay. Well, you're out then.
You're fine.
You're out, Alan.
So my target was a 10. I got an 11, an 18, and a 20.
Perfect. All right.
So how these rolls work.
All right. So Nifty, I'm pretty sure you've earned a point of momentum back for the team.
Yes.
It was a 1 and a 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
get
was
a point of
thinking
momentum back.
In fact,
like, okay, can I use a talent here? Except my talent in mobile emitter, it's broken, so that's cracked, so that doesn't fly.
If you got anything that would apply, but yeah. So you've got 1 momentum back. Was it Idle? You wanted to say something?
Sorry, Cranky, didn't you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1 and 2
Oh, yeah, so it was 2
2
successes.
fails. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, yeah, that's right. So yeah,
I rolled a 1 and a 2 and an 11. I was close. I was close to 3 hits.
Thaco is rolling those bones. So you guys can either choose to be massive cowards and leave your Exo to die. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say that Razzletem, you attempt to take a shortcut through a crew quarter, and you trip over a body that was like stuck in the doorway.
What a place to die! Can you do it somewhere more convenient?
Now, you guys can either choose to run back and help him, or you can let him, on his own.
Remember your crew evaluation.
We're gonna have to go and help him, aren't we?
We have to go and help him.
I need that promotion.
And he controls the stream, right? Like, what do we do next week if he's dead?
I can reincarnate. I can come back as like I could be McCoy or whatever.
Yeah, I'd let him roll a new sheet. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, you found someone on the station. They happen to have a full character sheet. How weird.
I wouldn't mind actually having, because we've never had a character die mid-adventure. I'm not against it. So
it's hard to kill a character in the system, but we'll see what happens.
Hello, I'm Taz Al Jem.
I was killed by an awful higher power with bad hair. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to make you roll to run back and assist your. So that being said, I'm going to spend a point of threat to steal the initiative and have one of these scientists attack first. So I'm down to 8 threat.
While we're doing that, how incapacitated is Idle?
I'm going to say he's tripped over, but he's not like out of the action.
No.
He's prone.
So I'll have to spend.
Also, he's dropped his
Idle
phaser.
and Cranky, because I don't think I have anything. Anybody have a focus that we could utilize in this upcoming?
Mine are all piloting focuses.
Yeah.
Mine are all first officer shit.
Can you like inspire us to be better at saving?
That's a question, actually. Yeah.
Starfleet protocol.
I can do.
You could use. I could see an innovative use of that if you can think of something.
I can. Whenever an ally attempts a task using command, you may spend a momentum to allow them to use your score for that discipline, or once per scene, when you succeed at a task during combat or other perilous situation, you may spend determination. If you do, choose a single ally. The next task the ally attempts counts as having assistance from you using your presence plus command. So I don't think any of those would probably apply.
Well, I mean, you're still in fighting shape, so you're
I'm
defending
just
yourself.
prone. It basically just means on my turn round. I don't know if we've done. Yeah, well, it's up to stars and what order I go in, but I'll have to spend like I can't move anywhere. My movement will be standing up. Basically,
yes.
So I'm.
I have. Let's see. I mean, we had the whole combat. I jury rigged a bolo before.
Have we still got that?
Or bolas, excuse me. But
no, used up.
No, it's tied around the Andorian's legs.
Oh, that's right.
Or not. We don't know. We're not in the medical bay. Those guys are too preoccupied to tell us.
They're screening your calls.
I've got definitely not pirating. It's pirating. So how could I pirate my way into something?
Well, I'll tell you what. You think about that, and I'm gonna try and get one of these scientists to bludgeon Idle to death.
Fair.
All right, so I'm gonna go with.
If the charity stream had a nickel for every time someone wanted to do that.
I know, right? we would have so much more money. All right.
Do not make that the next charity stream goal.
I will not. Don't worry.
Guys, we worked this 20 grand. Mrs. Idle gets to beat Idle over the head with something.
There we go.
Yeah, she would love that.
Now it's his son's turn.
All right, so yeah, the first like pain crate, this scientist is like he's crawling up your body like that. He is like grabbing at you. Yeah, you are freaking out just a little bit. It's taking.
I have an oath of
all your
secrecy.
first.
Stop it.
How much momentum do we have at the moment?
3.
Yeah, we spent 3 and I earned 1 back. You're
All
welcome.
right, let's go. Oh, there you go. Let's see how we do on the second roll for the scientist. A 10. Okay, he's gonna connect.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see. And he's gonna use. He's gonna have a pipe. He's gonna have a pipe. We're gonna connect with the pipe.
Oh right, pipe to the
All
face.
right.
He's crawling up me with a pipe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Suck it to
a
me.
1. A 1.
Oh wait.
Okay,
ones are good.
you're gonna take 2 stress.
2 stress. Okay.
That's
which
not
is not
awful.
That's not bad. It's
awful.
not bad. I don't have a lot of stress. I think I have 7 stress left.
See. We actually are wearing the EV suit.
That's true.
Which does give you a point of resistance, I believe.
Okay, I'll take 1 stress then.
Yeah, you'll take 1 stress. Okay. And we'll say that it bounces off of the glass pane of your helmet, and you're like, okay, yeah, I want to be out of the situation. Yes. And since I stole the initiative from you, I will be kind enough to let you go next, Idle.
Okay.
What does Razzletem do here?
I am going to basically try and I'm going to do the Kirk judo, throw him off the back, legs up, the judo throw, Charlie style, and I'm going to try and do that if possible. And flip it behind
give me a daring plus security difficulty 1.
Daring and security is 9. Permission to spend a point of momentum.
1 second. Can I somehow help you?
You would have to spend 2 points of momentum in order to kind of like to jump in, I think.
Okay.
Okay, then never mind. I'd rather him spend the 1 than me spend the 2.
Yeah.
Can my
Cranky.
talent close-knit crew come into play here?
Ooh, that's a point. How's that one work?
You and your crew have bonded through shared adversity, and you pull together when the situation demands. When a scene begins, if there are fewer points of momentum in the group pool than there are characters in the scene who possess this talent, immediately add 1 point of momentum to the group pool.
That's a good thought. However, the only other person who has close-knit crew is Dash, who is not in the scene at the moment.
So that immediately adds us a momentum if I use that somehow.
Well, I think it equal to the number of people who have that talent, but there's only one of you in the scene who has it at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you fall below 1, you can get that point back, but as it is, that doesn't improve your
because there's only idle in the scene. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, it's all 3 of you, but only you have that talent. Yeah,
it's whoever has the talent. All right, I'll spend a momentum on do 3 dice.
Sorry, when you said for me helping him, if I used a focus, it's 2 momentum to help.
Yeah, because you have to basically jump in and get the initiative back.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's the whole thing about stealing the combat order.
Him using a talent is different than me using a focus.
A focus is purely to enhance your role. A talent can completely change things. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay.
I'll be right back. I can still hear, but I'll mute.
No worries, dude.
Oh, I'm not using presence, am I? So this is daring and security. Did you say?
It is indeed.
Watch me fail. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, nice. We've got a 2, a 3, and a 6. That's 3 successes.
Ooh, nice. Well done.
So
all right, roll.
I guess it's the
Give me that judo throw. I want to hear it.
So it's a proper hiya.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. In which case, I believe your unarmed strike is 3d6. Roll them bones.
Mm-hmm. I think it's strike. I like.
Out.
Oh shit! I got 1 fell down. Let's roll that one again. That is a 1 and a 6. What is that? It's got knockdown, hasn't it? So yeah, it would be knocking him down. So 2 damage.
A 1 and a 6. Have you not? Or didn't you use 3d6?
That was a 3. Sorry, I've just counted the ones that I had.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so in which case you're doing 2 damage and an effect. What would you like to see knock him down? Okay, so in which case, we'll say you get a proper knockdown and you get back up on your feet, and you're a little bit shaken, but you're still working your way out of the situation. I'm going to go and say that another scientist is going to come up on you, and I'm going to spend a point of threat to give them a phaser.
The fuck?
Oh shit, son.
Yeah, that's an escalation, but I'm willing to do it. All right,
going down.
So
at least I'm on my feet. Not for long.
Yeah, Razzleton, like you've thrown this scientist off of you. He's bounced off of a monitor and fallen to the ground. He's in agony, and that has attracted another one who's like silhouetted in the doorway, and all you can see is a slow hand pulling up a Type 2 phaser, and then you see it, and it is set to kill.
What?
Of course it's set to kill. Why wouldn't it be? All right. We're going to go with control plus security. Thankfully, they have a really bad roll for this. A 19. That's no help.
Okay. That's helpful for me.
And an 18. They miss. Yeah, no, you dodge out of the way, and there is a massive phaser burn all the way across the crew core, and you are very aware that you could have nearly lost your head there. Now, Thaco and Mr. Billiam Archer, which of you has the highest daring?
I have a daring of 11. I have a daring of 11.
My daring is 9.
Okay, in which case we'll say that Thaco is the braver of you both, and he manages to close the distance back to his superior officer quicker. Thaco, what would you like to do? What would you like to do with your definitely not pirating, it's pirating focus?
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to use it. So when the first pipe wielding dude, you said since it wasn't like a full, it kind of like glanced backwards.
It basically like bopped off of the reinforced like transparency, I think it is, on EV suits.
So because I'm a cagey pirate and I was so daring, I got there fast. As his arm comes back off the deflected blow, can I like grab it from him and wield it back around? On somebody,
yeah,
not idle.
I've thrown him
on
at this
somebody.
point. He's gone.
That one. So, as you were like throwing him away, I'm stealing the thing out of his hand because his arms kind of come back. So I've grabbed it. You tossed him out of the way, and then I'm turning on the next assailant.
Yeah, maybe you want to go after the guy with the phaser. I would think
Yes.
that would be.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to knock him down, disarm him. What am I doing here, guys?
You would be doing a daring plus security difficulty 1 for that. That'd be a disarm.
Disarm if
Yeah.
you can.
Daring security, that's 14.
Yeah, go for it.
And because I use a focus, what is that?
So that increases your critical range. So instead of having to roll a 1 to get 2 successes, it's your discipline rather.
Right. So it's a.
What's your security?
3. So it's 3.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling 2 dice, and if I hit a 3, that's awesome.
1, 2, or 3.
A 1, a 2, or a 3. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. If I hit up to 3,
Yeah.
and it's you said difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1. It's very easy to hit someone that's right in front of you.
I hit a 1 and an 8.
Ooh,
Man,
nice.
Thaco is smashing this.
Definitely.
All
get a
right.
promotion.
In which case you'll have to roll me. So what's your normal unarmed strike?
My unarmed strike is a 4.
Okay. In which case, we'll say that since you stole the pipe, that's going to bop that up to 5d6. So roll me 5d6.
Got to get a 5th one out of the bag.
Oh, there you go. That's how you know the numbers are getting big. We have to get that out of the
They're
bag.
colorful, guys. Look at that.
Oh, they're
Like,
beautiful.
how
Look at
fun
that.
is
They're even
this?
like you got medical blue, you got red, you got command gold.
Good
It's
striking
great.
colours.
Damn right.
Strike the enemy.
Unlike my white one,
Damn
you can't
right.
even see a fucking thing on it.
Okay. And sorry, so because it's a 5, everything up to 5 counts, or?
So it's 5 dice that you roll, and then we add up the totals that you get. So if you have a 1, that's 1 damage. If you have a 2, that's 2 damage. 3s and 4s are nothing. 5s and 6s are 1 damage plus an effect. So if you wouldn't mind adding that together for me.
So 3s and 4s are nothing, so I'm moving those aside.
Yep.
So I have a 6 and a 2.
Okay, so in which case you're going to do 3 damage and an effect. And the effect on this will be a knockdown. I'm going to go ahead and say that you're going to knock him like in the side with the arm, knock that phaser away, and send him right back down to the ground.
Nice.
Okay. And that's going to be 3. Yeah, they only have 1. Just it's a 1. Perfect. Sorry, I just have to keep track of these damage totals here. Okie doke. Now, we've got a third scientist in the scene, and we're going to go ahead and say that they see Thaco, and they do not take kindly to this holographic interloper. And I'm going to spend another point of threat to give them a phaser as well.
Are they working on, like, sensors, or are they using the human host sensors themselves? Because would these creatures be able to even detect Thaco? What with him being mostly he is mostly
I would say that they're I would well, given that they are sensitive to light, I would say they are absolutely able to pick him up because he is photonic in nature. And also it's not the neural parasites attacking, it is a human host.
Okay.
And while they are this nervous system is being transformed, they are still seeing with normal human eyes. So they're going to go with control plus security, which is a, thankfully for you, awful roll.
Yeah, they're effectively just controlled by the parasite that's taken over their nervous system.
Yeah, they're puppets, yeah. A 20, wow, okay. You know what? I'm going to be really kind here, and I'm going to say that phaser goes off, and this scientist manages to nail the one that was about to try to take Razzle Tem's head off.
Shit, we need those people alive.
Well, that's the thing. It's set to kill, but these people are so transformed by this parasite that while it's set to kill, it doesn't kill them. It's a heavy stun, essentially.
That's good. Whew.
But they let out a sound of excruciating pain that is going to haunt you for the rest of your days.
Klingon death cry.
A little bit. Now, Mr. Billiam Archer, you are a young officer. You ran really, really fast. And when you realized that your superior officer had been left behind, you very valiantly went back, but not that quickly. So you arrive third. What would you like to do? Your phaser rifle is out of power at the moment. You've still got it slung around your back, but you still have your handheld phaser. What would you like to do?
So we've got a third scientist now attacking, have we?
Well, that's the thing. So a new scientist arrived, but the first one that attacked Razzle Tem in the doorway, he has been taken out by the misfire of the phaser. So you only have 2 to deal with.
So we've got 2 to deal with.
And the one I hit, he's disarmed, but he's okay.
He's knocked down. He's knocked down. He's disarmed. Yeah.
Okay, so he's knocked down.
He's still in the fight. Yeah.
So Idol's on the floor.
No, I'm
Razzle
up now.
Dazzle's
No,
on the
he stood
floor.
up.
I'm up.
Oh yeah, he
okay.
got back up. He got back up. Yeah. Minor action to do that.
Can I just stand there and wait for them to come to me, and then we run away? I suppose the only thing I can do really is take my phaser rifle and use it as a club.
You don't want to try and use your normal phaser?
Oh, I've got a normal phaser, haven't I? Yes.
Yeah, you definitely have that extended field gear.
What if we just left now?
You'd have to give me another running roll.
Okay.
Can I use my phaser to maybe take out a panel that drops down and blocks the path of the...
Okay, yeah.
I like that thing. I like that thought, actually. I really like that. So do you want to try and cut off their path? Get all three of your things and cut off their path?
I see a panel that's hanging off a conduit, and if I shoot the conduit, the panel's going to drop, and it's going to block, or it's going to hit them and knock them back.
I'll go ahead and say that I'll allow that to try and take out one of them and neutralize them in a more indirect fashion. I like the way you're thinking, but this is actually, you could use that later on to try and block off a path. I like that thought a lot. In which case, I'd like you to give me a control plus security difficulty 1 for this, because you're literally hitting the broad side of a ceiling.
So 11 plus 2, so 13. And I get a 10 and a 5.
10 and a 5. I believe that is a roaring success. So in which case, in fact, give yourself a point of momentum.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
There you go. So you're going to let loose with that phaser, and that Nadion radiation hits an EPS conduit that's still functioning, and you get a nice big and an entire just cacophony, a avalanche of wiring and transparent steel and just Durasteel just comes crashing down this poor science. Yeah, it's what it's called.
No, it's just okay.
And it utterly crushes this poor scientist. They are still alive, but they are not getting out of there. They are not moving.
Sorry, dilithium dilithium fuel can't melt transparent steam. No, it's something there.
Get out of here, Marinine. Get out of here, Marina. All right. So you're a big old hero. You managed to take that scientist down with roaring acclaim. But there's still one left in play. So we're going to go around again. And having seen you take out his colleague, this last scientist is going to tackle you. He's going to try and tackle you to the ground. So let's see how successful he is with that. Daring
Tackle
plus
who? Tackle
Archer. Yeah. I know that if he tackles you, it's going to turn into soft light. Oh bugger! Where's my dice gone? Always away. No, that's for good dice. No.
Oh no, it is lost.
Oh god.
Let's mourn the loss of the good dice.
No, it's not good dice.
On the way, the dice died on the way back to its home planet.
Yeah. It actually did.
Some lift music to Phil while Star finds his dice.
Nah, I'll do the online roll while I look.
Muzak.
All right, so they're gonna hit. I'm afraid.
No.
Oh, actually, you can roll to avoid. Is actually what I believe.
Wait, how long have we been able to do that? Can we?
I forgot you could do it.
Awfully convenient.
Well, I'm giving Archer the chance now, so you have to remember from the future. I apologize. It was dramatic, though, wasn't it? So give me a daring plus security for me, Cranky. Difficulty 1.
Daring security, so 9, 2, 11. 2 dice, yeah?
2 dice.
I'll get a 14 and an 8.
I believe that means that you're going to be grappling arena style against the other scientist. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm like Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior at the moment with this scientist.
Yeah.
Hand-to-hand grappling.
Starts just GMing from the floor now.
I mean, it's my natural state, really. So yeah, you two are grappling with one another. And that means, actually, that I believe it would be Razzle 10 would we go next. Correct?
Okay.
What would you like to
Help
do?
me, Raz. Help me.
Found it.
Rizal, I'll find you. I'll have you know. What do I want to do?
I'm young and hip. It's Raz.
Young and hip. I'm so hip. No, I'm so cool.
I think you know that if you do well on your crew performance review, it's called getting a Razzie Award.
Okay. I am going to pick up one of the fallen pieces of EPS conduit, and I'm going to swing it into this person's head in order to knock them out.
Ooh, okay. We're getting improvisational. I like it.
Go Raz, innit?
Yeah. I don't want to risk my phaser dying because we're going to need that.
Bro.
Wicked.
All right. Give me a daring plus security, difficulty 1, please.
Daring, I'll take the roll on that. Daring and security is a 9. Let's see what we get. We got a 13 and a 16. That's 2 fails.
Oh dear. Yeah. So
I'm going down. Cheers, Raz.
Bye.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, guess what? You're lucky
that.
in that the scientist rolled a 20 in his thing to avoid. So
I forgot we had that.
Ah, so good. All right. So this is a comedy of errors at this point. You two are grappling like you're in an old-style wrestling match. Razzle is swinging this thing wildly like he's in a community gift. And Thaco, unfortunately, it's all up to you.
Thaco's come in with the pizzas while everything's on fire.
Exactly.
All right. Well.
Still grappling over here.
Trying to finagle my way into an extra dice here.
I like the way you think.
Moment of silence while Nifty thinks.
I could still be all crafty and piratey. Can I just use that again?
If you can justify it for me.
So, okay, so what's going on here? The archer and wrestler dude are grappling.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say this is Pat Roach from the Indiana Jones teams. He's the the giant like Nazi mechanic from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He looks like that in a Starfleet uniform.
and what happened? What
You're
happened
a big
with
propeller swinging.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's Idle. That's what Idle's doing.
I'm just swinging and missing. Like, fuck's sake. Because I think what it is is because they're wrestling, they're moving around so much, I can't quite. Without, I'm trying not to hit Billy.
Trying.
Ow!
I think that if I'd have rolled a 20, I would have just hit you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Thaco, talk to me. What are you doing?
What's is one of the disarmed guys on the floor still nearby?
I believe he got taken out by the panel.
Yeah,
One of them got taken out by his buddy with the phaser, and the other one Archer took down by hitting the roof. So there's only one of them left.
You can take one.
True.
Hologram, do you have a phaser? You would have a phaser.
I have a phaser. Wait, I have a phaser.
Yeah, but
you have guns.
I was just thinking to myself, how can I have piratey grab that guy's phaser that I disarmed him? But wait, I already have one.
Yes, but what if you had a phaser? What if you had 2?
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, could my piratey nature means that I picked up the other and I'm dual wielding?
I would allow you to do a minor action to pick up the dropped phaser, but I will say that while it allows you to do a lot more damage, it will be a more complicated and dangerous roll.
What do you think, guys? It sounds fun.
Do it. We love fun.
I mean, but we've proven that we can put them down with one phaser.
Yeah.
True.
But 2 phasers are cool.
2 phasers. Come on, dual wielding. Come on.
As well.
I mean, it's up to you. Go for it.
Can you tell me the difference, or do I have to make a decision and then you tell me how hard it is?
No, I'm going to be nice, so I'm going to tell you. So if you want to roll with just the one phaser, it's going to be control plus security difficulty 2. That is a standard roll. However,
which is
if you roll with 2 phasers, you will double your damage output, but it will be a difficulty 3, and I'm going to increase the complication range to 19 because you have a risk of hitting Archer.
I would say
hit me.
we don't want to kill these people. We want to try our best not to kill these people. As first officer,
Yeah,
I'm insisting on us trying to preserve life.
Yeah, we
all
know
times.
that we can help these people and they can be cured.
So although it's cool, it is potentially disintegratory.
Disintegratory.
Disintegratory, yes.
Hold on? Can I somehow use my focus in shiny things to like what have I quickly stolen to aid me here?
A phase is fairly shiny when you fire it.
Exactly, but he already said how hard. He already pointed out how hard it is by using the 2 phasers. So how I acquire the phaser, I don't think matters at this point. The fact that I have 2 is going to make things difficult. Okay, my shiny things. What about that pipe? It's literally shiny.
Yeah.
I polished it before I swung it.
Heyo.
You know what? I would allow your pirating focus to apply if you want to dual wield, because that's a very piratey thing to do.
Yeah. Let's do that, except I'm dual wielding. I don't want to do 2 phasers. Can I do a phaser and the pipe? And then that's...
No, those are different roles.
What? So you're going to shoot him
Oh,
and
no,
then
you
hit
got your
him?
own pipe. I forgot you had your own pipe. We've both got pipes. We're pipe buddies.
These would be 2 different roles. I'm only going to allow you to use either a phaser, double phasers, or the pipe. You cannot use the pipe and phaser.
Since you said that...
Never let the pipes touch.
Okay, then since you said that being piratey would aid me in the dual wielding, how does that improve my chances here?
So that improves your critical range, your focus.
Right. Oh, right.
No.
So now, do I want to do that, guys, or do I still just do 2?
Just hit something.
Normal roll.
Just have you tried doing something?
Yeah, all right. No, you know what?
So mean.
If Otto were here, he'd want me to dual wield.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
we have to respect the fallen.
All right, this is for you, Otto. So,
all right, so you're rolling 2 dice for the difficulty 3 roll, yeah?
Yeah, I'll spend 1 momentum to do 3 dice.
Okay.
Do you want to give me some threat? You can pay threat.
He's using it.
Yeah.
Hey, unlike you. Because threat works like momentum. You pay me threat, and I will give you dice if you want.
No, so I'm gonna roll 3. It's control plus security, so 10, and it's 19, not 20, right? Now you said.
Yes. So if you roll a 19 or a 20, you will get a complication, and it's difficulty 3, and you're spending a point of momentum for a 3rd dice. Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Roll it. Roll it, cowboy.
3, 4, and 9.
Nice.
Ooh, there we go. That's the good shit right there.
Oh, and because I use my focus, my security is 3. So, boom.
Oh,
there you go. Point of momentum right back.
So basically, you've just disintegrated this guy.
All right. So, Nifty, what's your phaser roll? It should be on your character sheet.
My phaser roll is a 4. No,
so
it's not.
Give me 8.
It's 5. It's a 5. It's a 5. It's a 5.
Okay, give me 10d6.
Hold on, I have more. Just give me a second.
Just an entire bag full of dice.
Yes.
Yeah, no, go for it.
This guy's gonna die.
Okay, that's 5, 6, 7.
We tried our hardest, but he had to dual wield.
Yeah, I mean, it's your fault for not asking if he had ethical subroutines or not.
I just found out that my phaser doesn't light up.
Aww.
It makes the noise.
What?
Okay, 2 more. There's a lot of different.
No, Booter, they are scientist number 3, Booter. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
I
sure they'll
have
kill all
10.
the entities.
I have 10. And so I care about things that aren't 3 and 4.
Yes, you want 1, 2, 5, and 6.
Okay, I have deleted the 4s and the 3, leaving me 5 dice behind.
Nice.
I have 2 1s, a 2, a 5, and a 6.
All right, yeah, no, you're gonna put this guy down hard.
He shouldn't have touched my captain and my buddy Archer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say
my first officer. My first officer.
Your first officer. He's your captain in spirit, though. Yeah, prediction number 3. We're going to go ahead and say that your keen engineering mind allows you to just, like, focus and burn that like neural parasite right off, and that neural parasite just lets out there, and then just like disintegrates, and the scientist just drops like a stone. But they are alive.
We did.
Yes.
We've missed something. Nurse McCoy hasn't had her.
Oh, I didn't miss. I hit. I have great aim.
Oh, no, Norton McCoy is like well away from this. They're running away as we speak. Right, they left you behind. They're like, fuck that shit.
Okay.
All right.
So
well, there you go. You're out. You're done.
We're done.
Nice. Cool. Job done.
That goes the hero.
Speedmax, get out of it.
We have successfully killed a single parasite. We are done.
Let's go.
Photon torpedo the entire thing.
Let's head towards storage. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be kind and say that you've successfully driven off the parasites. After Thaco disintegrated one of them, they don't want anything to do with you. They are steering clear of you for the moment. Now, in storage, there's not much to be learned here. Looks like many of the supply crates are filled with scientific instruments and basic supplies, and pretty much all of them have been rummaged through without care. Half the instruments inside of them are broken. Of particular note, there is a security crate that was forced open. It contained 8 hand phasers, all Type 1, of which all but one is missing, which you've been seeing around. That being said, Mr. Archer, if you'd like to grab a power cell out of that Type 1 phaser and put it into your phaser rifle, I would allow that.
I mean, just to take it, or have I got to roll for it?
You'd probably have to give me an engineering roll, because like you're feeding power into the depleted cell, but I think that could probably handle that.
Do we need it, considering we know that these creatures are resilient, although the people aren't? Yeah, fuck it, let's take a power cell.
All right.
Can I help him, or can I grab it?
I mean, it depends on what you want to do. It's going to be an engineering roll. I would like... let's go with reason plus engineering difficulty 1. I'm going to be kind.
I have a 16 on that.
Jesus.
I've got a 13 on that.
Oh, you can assist if you want. It would be a combined task.
Yeah, I'll assist him.
Okay. Go for it.
So I'm rolling 2 dice.
Plus, I'm good at experimental technology and jury rigging and.
Is that a focus jury rigging, or is that talent?
Focus.
Oh, it's a focus. I mean, if you want, you can apply that. I'll absolutely allow a jury rigging.
Oh, sorry, it is both. Sorry, you're right. It's both. I have a talent and a focus in jury rigging. Yes.
Yeah. In which case, you have a focus applying to your one. Billy, do you have anything that would apply to this?
I don't think so.
Let's have a look at yours. I'm going to say that Starfleet Protocol is the closest one that would come, but no. There's no Starfleet Protocols about feeding power cells using other power cells. This is not a recommended thing in the Starfleet manual.
Okay, so I've rolled a 6 and a 2.
Ooh, nice.
And then I roll 1. I roll 1, right?
1 single dice.
I have rolled a 10.
Nice. In which case,
we're still max momentum.
More than good enough. Yeah. In which case, you feed that power cell right back into the phaser rifle, and with you get a nice and you just get to hear it thrum back into life. You feel powerful. You feel alive. You feel like an 80s action hero.
So, on the containers that were rummaged through, can we have a look and see what's missing? Is there an inventory on there? Is there like an inventory, like clipboard or something that said what should be there? Can we cross-reference?
Yeah, a bill of lading or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll like to do a quick task for that. I'm going to go ahead and say this will be an insight plus command. I think would be really for doing inventory.
I'm only a 10 there. It's probably.
I
not
have
me.
a 16 inventory.
Attaboy.
Admin is my shit.
All right,
Is there a spreadsheet involved? Is there a
Oh my god!
There is
Yeah,
a
there is.
spreadsheet for this. Who sorted these columns? You call that a formula? VLOOKUP.
That's difficulty 2.
All right, what am I doing? Sorry. Insight and command. What was difficulty? Sorry.
2.
Anyone mind if I spend a dice on this? We got 6.
You're maxed. Yeah.
Yeah, go. Please do.
Go for it.
We can't earn more if we're maxed.
We can't take it with us.
True.
All right. So I've got 16, and I got a 7, a 10, and a 19. So yeah, I've got 2 successes.
Okay, doke. So in which case, I'll say that the majority of the supplies that were taken were medical in nature. Like, it's clear that a few of these scientists were trying to treat any wounds that they sustained during the conflict, although, given the amount of bodies you've seen, it clearly didn't do them much good. There's a good amount of stellar physics equipment, so mass spectrometers, heavy-duty stellar like microscopes, a few telescopes, a few standard issue tricorders, some scientific equipment for collecting various ionized gases. Nothing particularly interesting, but
all the sort of things you'd imagine to have been taken for someone trying to work out what's going on in this situation, basically.
In a hurry.
Essentially, yeah.
In a hurry, yeah.
In a hurry, yeah. They were doing this. Yeah, that's why the crate was absolutely destroyed. However, if you want to spend a point of momentum, I will allow there to be a crate of UV lights that has skittered underneath a shelf and was disregarded by everyone on the station because they didn't know what they were dealing with. But you do.
Sorry, what was disregarded?
Crate of UV lights.
Convenient.
Oh, crate of UV lights. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take that. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I mean, at least we can get a good tan.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, because you would have UV. You can just change the physical parameters. Yeah.
No, my mobile emitter's broken. Can I really emit differently?
He's stuck on mode.
All right.
Cracked, not broken. Cracked.
Yeah. Cracked. All right. Yeah, because you would have UV lights in a controlled scientific environment because you want to see how various ionized gases react to UV light.
Sounds like you need to start jury rigging something.
Yes, because these are all relatively low intensity lights. They are not designed for sudden strobing effects or for large intensity beams.
There was a spare phaser left over. All but one phaser was taken. What if we hooked up the power to that into the UV lights, and then we could have a UV phaser? How about that? We have something we can zap the bugs with and kill them without harming the people.
Torch.
Yeah, because I'm both jury rigging and experimental technology focused.
Perfect.
So I am.
Yeah, the aim is we could shoot the people, it would kill the bugs and do no harm to the person.
It maybe knock them out, knock them unconscious, so they're out of the game, but it would cure them and they're fine. We just walk past them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good thought. Let me just do a quick check.
Yeah, next week, Genos can counsel them on the suffering we impart.
I got dual-wield shot by a Starfleet officer. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but you're alive to talk about it. You're welcome.
It's true.
Starts like checking all sorts of scientific papers. Like, is this possible? Is this? Can this happen?
I'm going to allow it. It's Starfleet bullshit. I'll allow it. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to allow it, but, and this is a big but.
You cannot lie.
You other brothers cannot deny. You get UV'd.
You just got
no, UV'd. I'm not gonna. You're not. There is no engine. You are on a destroyed research station. There is no engineering lab in sight so far. Not on this side of the station, from what you can tell. You want to hook a load of low-intensity UV lights designed for scientific experimentation to a stripped-down phaser and turn it into a weapon. This is going to be a fucking difficult role. I'm going to make you work for this.
We got 4 momentum.
Can I use both a talent and a focus?
Absolutely. You can fuck it. I'm going to allow you to stack this.
So I got a talent. I have talent in jury rigging and focus in experimental technology. So I'm dual wielding my abilities here.
You can buy 2 dice if you need to, because we have 4 momentum, so you can spend 3 of those. And I think this is probably like one of the best things we need.
Yeah. So
now
this is determination you could use.
Because that would give us instant last session.
Oh, did he?
If I don't see any determination listed on my chart, but that doesn't mean
you used it last. You used it last session to make that bolus.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Right. I'd even said at the time, are you sure you want to use it for this? Now, here's the thing. This is going to be an I win button against these scientists, right? This is going to be difficulty 5.
I knew you were going to say 5. I just heard it. Heard it in your voice. Could he... Right, okay. Could he pay 3 momentum for 2 dice, and then spend one threat to buy another dice, or would it have to be 3?
I allow that. Yeah. I don't think it's in the rule book that you're allowed to do that, but I allow it as a rule because it's more fun that way.
Okay.
And I want more threat.
So spend a momentum.
Okay, and what's the roll here?
I'm going to go ahead and say, so you've fought off the scientist, so this is not under duress, so it's not daring. I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be reason plus engineering difficulty 5.
So that's 16.
Oh, that's
good.
That's a good roll.
Yeah.
So because I'm using a focus, that means anything up to a 5 is a double, is critical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I know I keep asking these things. Talent, using a talent allows me what?
Well, the talent will tell you what it does. So what talent do you think you might want to use?
Well, I'm doing jury rigging because...
Okay. So whenever you attempt an engineering task...
Yeah, talents are predefined, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so let me tell you what I think I might have given these all to you last session, but you might have lost them. So I've actually got a pad here telling what they all do. So, jury rigging. Whenever you attempt an engineering task to perform repairs, you may reduce the difficulty by 2 to a minimum of 0. If you do this, however, then the repairs are only temporary and will last only a single scene, plus 1 additional scene per momentum spent before they fail again.
Okay, we don't want that.
Jury rigged repairs can only be applied once, and difficulty to repair a device has been jury rigged increased by 1. So it's going to get hairy if you do this. It'll reduce difficulty by 2, but it's a short-term solution.
That. What about walking encyclopedia?
Once per session, when you attempt a task, you may spend 2 momentum in order to gain additional focus for the remainder of the session. However, you already have an applicable focus here.
Yeah, and we're spending a lot of our momentum as well.
So I'm just going to spend the momentum and the threat and use my focus and roll 5 and...
see what happens.
5 for 5.
Leave it in the hands of fate. Yeah, you're going to have to get lucky.
Hang on. Can I assist? Can I assist before you roll?
No, because there's 5 dice already in play.
Oh, fuck, there's a max, isn't there? Shit.
There's a max.
Roll 10 dice.
Don't worry, boys. I didn't get up to 5. I didn't get 1 through 5, but I went 8, 10, 12, 14. Boom.
Boom, boom.
Damn. All right.
Nice.
All right, you did it. That is... So you performed... It's fair to say this is a Frankenstein creation. It's alive. This thing is... Yeah, exactly. There's a ominous shaft of light beaming down on your face as you create this Franken weapon. But now you have a fully functional UV phaser that is capable of...
Yes.
It's going to be... Now, you guys are probably going to want to try and find ways to look away when this thing fires, because it is a big blast.
Well, no, it's ultraviolet. We can't see it.
I'm going to go ahead and say that it's so intense that it will cause eye strain or stress if you do it. If you fire directly.
Did I bring my prescription sunglasses?
Oh, hold on. Our EV suits. Do our EV suits
That's
shield
true.
us?
Can we put the filter on?
I will say that would be an engineering task for each of you.
It's built into the suit. I have to do that.
Is it? When was it ever shown in an episode that it could do that?
Discovery, maybe?
Internet.
These are first contact suits.
I'm going to say an EV suit would definitely have some kind of filter on the thing.
I'm pretty sure an Enterprise, when Trip and Reed are on a moon or an asteroid, and it turns around to face the sun, and they have to put the shield down.
Also, stars, not stars the person, stars the things in the space, they emit UV, meaning that we know that UV is in space, meaning I don't care what century we're in, we're trying to protect against UV.
Don't astronauts have a shield against...
Yeah.
against the sun, for example.
I am wearing a lot of sun cream right now.
Because if you
can you give me a...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was going. Kern, can you give me a page for that rule of mixing momentum and threat? Because I'd be really interested to read it, because I think I must have missed that. Okay, fine. I'll allow it. I'll say that you have UV shields, but I reserve the right to make them fail if you roll a complication.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, so you have your UV phaser. It appears this trip to storage.
GM give it, the
protocols.
GM take it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you're down to like 1 momentum, so I've successfully robbed you of all of that.
I feel that was worth it.
It was worth it. It was worth
Let's
it.
go
We
do
gotta.
some
It
menial
kinda
tasks
was.
so we can build it back up again.
Yeah, let's do something.
I attempt to turn the lights on.
And I assist
Alright.
using my focus and power systems. Just
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, so you guys have successfully explored all the second floor of this part of the station. You're getting a pretty good idea of what's gone on. You have your I win button for now. I'm going to be aiming to get that away from you somehow. And now we're going to move on to Act 2, which unfortunately means you're going to lose the point of momentum, because that's the way it works.
What? Oh, that's right. Yes, we've never done that.
Yeah,
before.
every time you move from act to act, you actually lose a point of momentum. I'm playing tricky hard, but I'm
We do
playing
get our
according to the
determination
rules.
back. We get our determination back, right?
I believe determination is only restored at the end of an adventure.
God damn it.
And the GM determines when the adventure ends.
Man.
Well, technically, the handout determines when the adventure ends, technically speaking. The adventure ends when you're stopping having fun. Are you still having fun? Please tell me you're having fun.
Yes, oh yes, definitely.
Good. All right. So, you only have one location left to go to. Operations.
Wait, wasn't there
Now,
engineering?
who's first in the door?
Hang on, we had engineering.
Engineering's on the other side of this.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
yeah, we have to get to ops before we move on. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who's first in the door? Who's the hero?
Hologram.
Yeah.
No, don't call him by his name.
Who's, Thaco, are you holding the UV ray? Since you built
Probably
it.
since I
Yeah.
just constructed it.
I'd say
Yeah.
you go. I'd say you
Yes,
go first then.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
He knows best how it works.
Okay, Thaco, how do you approach this? Because this is a door that has massive fist imprints on it. Someone has been battering at this thing from one side or the other. How do you
state of
approach this
construction
door?
of star bases in this day and age is terrible. We're really cutting costs everywhere.
I mean, to be fair, if the ball can do it on the holodeck,
That's true.
So the door is currently closed.
it's currently locked. Yes, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna require a roll in order to unlock it, but I want to know how you're gonna approach this because you don't know what's on the other side of that door.
Can we just scan? We just
Yeah,
scan
I
the
was
other
gonna
side.
say I think we just scan to see what's going on in there.
Yeah, by all means, give me a control plus science difficulty 2.
16 for me.
I had to change my back.
10 for me.
Okay, hang on.
I believe that'd be Razzle 10 then.
Would this count as study? Would it count as programming or study of a computer system?
Not really.
No. Okay, that's fine.
Afraid
Okay,
not.
so what was
What
that
if
again?
what if
Sorry?
he could better understand the readings because of his studies in computer systems?
Indeed, I can really.
No,
read
he's
between the
interpreting
lines of-
biological readings.
So,
I
sorry,
tried.
I have 16.
I
didn't I?
guess what I appreciate. Every time you try and finagle something, it means you're engaged. That means I'm doing my job right.
Science and control. Right. Okay. Just difficulty 2, right?
Difficulty 2.
Science and control. Okay, I got a 9/11. That's 2 successes.
Perfect. So in which case, your tricorder reveals there are 900 life signs on the station and nothing else.
But no, well, no,
That's
I'm
what
scanning.
it
I'm
sort of
scanning
told
ops.
us last
900
time.
lifestyles.
Yeah, 900. Yeah, because guess what? Your tricorder is still incapable of determining what is a neuroparasite and what is a human.
Yeah, we had this problem before.
Okay, I thought because I was specifically scanning through the door of operations, not the entire station. I'm specifically looking.
Yeah, he's
I'm
targeting
focusing
a
the
small area.
tricorder into this one area behind the door, just to make sure there's no traps or unexpected life forms. And on the flip side, I would say now that we know what we're dealing against here, we have programmed our tricorders to separate the life signs of the parasites and the human, the people.
I would require a task for that specific task. That being said, I will let you know that there are no traps. There are no obvious signs of phaser discharge anytime in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
And I will tell you that there are 0 life forms in
Thank you.
ops.
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. I'll reprogram my thing later.
Guess what, Booter? I'm stringing them along. I'm having fun with them. it's all how I get my kicks.
All right. Kick down the
All
door,
right.
then.
So you're gonna open the door?
So I think then we open the door, and we know there's no life forms, regardless of what those lives are.
I mean, even if there is, you've got the torch, so we bust in there and just blast
what
the
I was
torch
gonna say
around.
is Since he said that opening the door is not an action in itself because it's like an automatic success, we open the door.
It's an easy thing to do, yeah.
If we didn't know what was in there, I would say my first action is fire. Like doors open, boom, UV spread just to be safe. But we don't need to do that. So in that case, my first action is to...
Has he got one of those manual levers at the side of the door because the power's on?
Yeah, you're working it.
To pump it, yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. I love it.
Okay, is it assumed that entering also means taking in the surroundings just visually, just with my eyes?
You're looking, you're paying attention, you're on high alert.
So that's not an action. Like I just enter, or is entering the room and entering
Not
the room
really.
doesn't.
If you try to enter it stealthily, maybe, but the fact is, like, you're walking into a room that, as far as you're concerned, has nothing in it.
Just go in.
Then I'm going in and I'm heading straight to I mean, there's got to be something that system level in there. I'm just heading straight there.
Have we?
All right, so the door is open. Let's get an idea of what this room looks like.
Yeah, can I attempt to bring anything online from ops? I know it's not engineering, but there's got to be some control in ops because it's.
I will let you know. Okay, so ops is a large room. This is the nerve center of this side of the station, and frankly, it is a goddamn mess. There are 2 dead bodies in here. A lot of damage from phaser fire, and very little appears to be operational on first glance. One of the operations officers is sprawled over a console in a pool of dried blood, and another is severely burned by phaser fire near the window. And it's a bit of a horrifying tableau. It kind of epitomizes the danger of being in Starfleet, because there's this beautiful view of like the moon that you're orbiting here. It's like this wonderful celestial body, quiet, tranquil, serene, beautiful, and then there's just this dead Starfleet officer right next to it. And unfortunately, the window itself doesn't look like it's entirely stable, as it seems to have taken numerous phaser hits.
Yeah, we need to get full seal.
So, what do you want to? Yeah, what do you want to have a look at first?
I want to look at. So we don't know what at first glance, don't know what any of the specific control panels do.
Are they
I have to go investigate.
Like what's
so? Although main power is down, there is still emergency power to many of the terminals in this room.
Okay, so we can still use some basic stuff here. Okay.
We need to try and get secondary power up, secondary systems working.
Everything's running on batteries. Auxiliary and primary are both down at the moment. You're running off batteries.
Can we check?
Because I have a.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, go.
I
have a.
I insist.
Gentlemen. Nifty, what would you like to say?
Okay, I think this will enhance whatever point Razel Tem was about to make. I have a focus in back doors, so I could. Is there any way for me to reroute some things?
Cranky.
For our access to stuff.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so let's say you're going to crack open a pan and you're going to start trying to get as much information from it as you can. Essentially, you want to try and dig deep and draw out all the information you can. So on first glance, main computer is offline. However, the base's main reactor is still being monitored because it is a central system. It's approaching critical. Those back doors. The base's main reactor is approaching critical. So without the aid of the main, this is a bad situation. Now, without the main computer, learning more will require an insight plus engineering task with a difficulty of 3, which I will allow you to use your focus on backdoors because you can use programming pathways that no one else would think of because you're that kind of engineering.
I feel
genius.
like we need to get to engineering yesterday. We need to get there pronto because
we have no more.
Oh,
So you said insight plus engineering difficulty what?
3.
Oh fuck! With no momentum.
Dude, you like to pay me some threat?
So with my focus, that does give us anything up to a 5 as a double.
It's pretty good. It's like 25% of the roll.
And since it's 8 plus 5, I can roll up anything up to 13 for a single success.
And I will allow someone to assist.
Oh yeah, that might be.
And I think Billy is that. I think you have a pretty decent engineering roll, don't you?
Warp mechanics I'm proficient with.
That'll be handy in the next room.
Yeah, I think that's the only engineering focus I
I'd
have.
like to do Starfleet Protocol, because while Thaco is working the back doors, I would like you to try and use the standard Starfleet pathways, and you can attack it from different angles. I'd allow that.
Keep berating him about regulation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Regulation 439 states.
Yeah, the Space Corps Directive 539.5.
I believe that's 0.6 there.
So he could assist me. I would do 2. He would do 1. I have a good chance at a double.
You can pay me some threat.
No.
How much threat have you got?
I have 7 threat at the moment. I have 7.
Okay.
What does the threat cap out at?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh,
That's the best part.
So you want an assist, yeah?
Yeah. So we roll 3 dice against difficulty 3.
So 2 dice for you, 1 for Mr. Billiam Archer.
But anything 1 through 5, I hit double. So
You do? If you hit through 1 through 5.
Go on, get some momentum back. We're gonna need it.
I've rolled an
5
11.
and a 9.
5 and 9.
11.
All right, I
What's the
believe.
roll?
I think that gets us some momentum back. Is that 4 successes?
Yeah,
Believe
what's your roll,
that's
thank
actually
you?
4 successes.
Nice.
You got
Sorry, what's
11.
your total roll?
Me?
Yeah, like what did you need to hit?
I don't know. What we rolling for? I'm just rolling.
Insight plus engineering, my good man.
Insight engineering, we got 9, 13.
Oh, okay, we're good. We're
Okay,
okay.
so
So 4
we're good.
successes.
We're good.
You've got a point of momentum back.
Good.
All right.
11 is
By the
all
way-
well and good, but it's on the border of did you hit or did you not hit?
By the way, I'm using one of the shot glasses that Sunkati Siete made
nice.
for me
Oh, they're beautiful. Wonderful.
to roll my dice.
Alrighty. So here's what you successfully glean in between your bickering about the use of backdoors versus Starfleet Protocol. The terminal states that main power has failed after the primary research holding tank failed, causing an environmental breach in engineering. Standard emergency protocols shut down the reactor and put the base on backup batteries. This occurred 3 days ago. Now, the research tank ruptured due to it being overpressured, and the supply source is listed as Stellar Inversion Drive.
That's a new one.
Now, I should let you know, because you might not remember from the briefing, that was not mentioned in any of the information about the Angstrom research.
No, it was not.
So they're
Now-
engaged in some kind of covert
Highly
research.
dangerous
Yeah.
research interrupted. Now, I'm going to be a shit, and I'm going to spend
Nothing new
2
there.
momentum, 2 threat. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to spend 2 threat, and I'm going to say that you hear, while you're working on this terminal, you hear, and you look over,
A what?
and
Yeah,
it's
none of us actually heard that.
a high-pitched cracking noise.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because the reinforced window for operations hit by all that phaser fire is about to crack.
Engineering.
What would you
Let's
like
go.
to do?
Let's go. Engineering, run now. Let's.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah, we
get
got to get in the tunnel. I think the tram's broke, isn't it? But we need to get into the tunnel at least towards engineering.
Let's head in that
Fucking
direction.
hightail it.
Oh, you want to leave behind the operations logs, huh?
Oh.
but we
Nifty's a hologram.
Well,
Nifty can pick those up and come
we
later.
can access them from engineering. Surely, there's consoles in engineering. We can get into the main
Oh,
computer.
me
core.
You don't know how bad engineering is, man. Engineering is like environmental breach.
You've got EV suits though.
You do, but you don't know what kind of environment is going to be in there. This was a stellar inversion drive experiment. You don't know if it's corrosive acid in there.
Send Nifty.
Do we need?
Paco.
Okay. Plan B. Can we repair the windscreen, or can
How
we
would you like to do that?
reinforce it?
Can I whip out my
How would you
super
like-
glue?
If you had super glue on you, I'd allow that. How would you like to reinforce this window?
Can I use my high-powered phase rifle to fuse the crack in the windscreen? The view screen rather than a windscreen.
Picard did use that Romulan rifle and Nemesis to fuse a door together. With a
It's been done on numerous occasions where they fuse things and cut things with a phaser.
Yeah, I'd allow this. Okay. This is going to be of a complex role, and I'm not going to let.
I just remembered we're wearing EV suits. It doesn't matter if it cracks. We're fine. We've just got to make sure we stay.
Well, there's this. Well, there's also depressurization.
There's that.
There's also depressurization.
Okay, I've got an idea because a little bit before Cranky does that, can we tie ourselves to the railings first? Just in case.
Well,
just in case we get some complications.
Just in case I don't roll.
Yeah, and it goes. I mean, obviously Thacker's fine. He's not affected by wind. He just stands there and wobbles.
Well, his mobile emitter could get pulled out.
That's true. Maybe it'll magnetize yourself to the hull. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Or one of you could just hold him.
Oh, yeah. Just hold him.
Hold him.
Hold me in your hands.
Just put you in my pocket.
Hold me tight. In the arms of an angel.
In the arms of an angel.
Alright, I'm not going to make you roll for securing yourself just because of how beautiful that was.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Say,
clipped on.
Another adventure with Nifty singing to get past something.
It always happens. It's strange how that works, isn't it?
Star's weak point.
So do you still want to try and seal that? Damn right. Do you still want to try and reseal that window, though?
Yeah, I think seal that up so we can still access things in operations if we need
Buy
to.
us some time.
Absolutely. It'll be a quick fix, but I'll allow it. So, this is going to be a daring plus engineering roll. I'm going to make it a difficulty 2. I'm going to be kind.
And you said it was.
9 + 4,
I'm not allowed
13.
to help him, so it's like it's such a quick.
He's the one wielding the rifle. I'm afraid.
Did you say? What did you say the skills were?
Daring plus engineering.
Okay, I can't help there.
13 for me.
That's like an 8.
It's
for
16 for me, but I'm not allowed to help.
Okay.
It's up to you.
This is such an engineering-heavy adventure. I'm too overpowered.
I got a 1 and a 13.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh.
What was your target?
Nice, you nailed it then.
13.
Oh, 13. Nice. That's
so you actually got point of momentum as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Attaboy.
So, Billy, your knowledge of Star Trek Protocol actually comes in handy here because you've studied those manuals and especially about how to do impromptu transparent steel repairs. I'm using transparent steel a lot, but it's an open thing.
So did the station, it turns out. So it's
it's strange, isn't it? It's just of the right era. And you just get that concentrated beam.
Was built.
Damn right, yeah.
The Andorian Deco period.
And you managed to reseal that cracking glass. Well done, you've foiled your nefarious GM. So you have more time to have a look through operations.
Let's look at some logs.
Look at those logs. Yeah.
Damn right.
Let's do that before my fuse window breaks again.
Yeah.
Don't give me ideas.
So
Sorry, in real life, you're a welder, so this shit.
I'm a welder.
True. Yeah, there we go.
This is true.
It works.
I should have given you an extra dice just for that.
What kind of beading did you do? Does it look like little patterns, or is it just like a one fuse?
Oh yeah, I got a nice ripple. Give it a beautiful ripple all the way along.
Good.
An evenly spaced ripple.
It's artistic, really. All right. So, unfortunately, the operations log is on a console that has a body on it. Who wants to push that body off it? Wow. All right. Yeah, Razzle Tem continued to be a dick.
Yeah.
All right.
It
so this
break
poor
HR because they're not human anymore.
Wow.
And Genos isn't here. Our counselor isn't even here, so who cares?
Oh, it's true, actually, yeah.
I mean, if Auto was here, he'd have just shoved them off and laid eggs.
He would have eaten the corpse, probably. He's gone.
Yeah. He's having a feast in sick bay.
Yeah. That's what he's doing with all the corpse. He's eating Dash, yeah. All right. Yeah, so this poor woman who was killed by a sliced to her abdomen, she died with a phaser in her hand. You're just throwing her body on the floor, so good on that. Let's see. So all of these entries were logged by an operations commander by the name of Elora Welgan. They're all pretty much routine until about 10 days ago. A log mentions that maintenance is needed on the exhaust manifolds due to some sort of biological contamination from the surface, which is especially odd because the planetoid was explicitly chosen because it's lifeless. A log from several hours later reports that Mr. Myroki, who was assigned to the task, was involved in some sort of accident which claimed the lives of 2 other operations staff, and he was taken to medical for emergency treatments for some sort of parasite. You found that man in medical, as it turns out. The log then notes that another crew is being assigned to complete the original maintenance work. And then the logs quickly degenerate into panic, hysteria. The final log is pretty chilling. It says, "It's all those damn scientists' fault. They've cut off comms, and they're coming." And by checking the ID of the person who placed all the logs, you can tell that the poor one you just threw on the floor wrote that log. So, you know. But you feel like a hero.
Okay.
All right. So, now, around operations, your next point of call would probably be either the transit hall, engineering, Oh yeah, you'd have to go to the transit hall first, actually, I believe. Sorry, I have this written in a weird way. Where's the transit hall? Sorry about this, guys. Give me a sec.
It's alright, it's good. Waiting music.
Right, I'm just going over the last part of that log again. It was, what was it? We have barred the gates, but cannot hold them for long. The ground shakes. Drums in the deep.
They are coming.
They are coming. Yeah, that's basically, yeah.
Alrighty.
Fool of a talk. Yeah, so you're going to have to go through the transit hall in order to get to the other side of the station with engineering. That being said, if you don't want to go directly to the transit hall, there are numerous department heads who have quarters around operations.
This seems like we need to do that, except we also know we really need to get to engineering.
Yeah. Is this him leading us astray, or is this, or do we have to find something there?
Oh, I love adversarial GMing.
We know he has 5 remaining threat to throw at us in his conniving ways.
I want to be in favour of booking it to engineering because it does sound like there is a significant problem there that will make us all go boom. But this is a democracy. I will take equal votes here. This is Razel's.
So what I will say is that while engineering is, obviously an issue, that stellar research, that stellar inversion drive, that would come under your primary mission directive.
Of course.
To recover this data. And any kind of encrypted logs, any kind of research data that was stored in personal terminals in,
now that we've come across this information, we found out they've got this secretive research going on. We need to try and get all the information we can before continuing.
Yeah, because from the start, our 2 goals were retrieve stellar data at all costs. That was stressed, and prevent station from falling into enemy hands.
Wait, you actually wrote that down?
Yeah. I took some
he's
notes.
Getting promoted.
This is a mission directive. It's true. Yes.
This is what you'll stellar data at all costs. I'm reading those words right here. Other monitor.
Yeah, I think we need to proceed with more caution than initially we thought, and maybe get as much information as we can.
Yeah, which we've got some time bought by your phaser welding.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we now have our UV beam just for personal safety.
We go and check the personal logs.
Yeah, whose terminals do we have again? Sorry.
You said operations officers.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I'll say you actually do have access to this information. You are in operations, obviously, and they will. Guess what? These were the heads of the operations. They actually have their names written on the doors, really conveniently. You have Commander Welgin, who you have just unceremoniously thrown on the floor.
Yep.
There is researcher Amelia Adams. And then there is Chief Researcher Vital, who is also the head of the station, essentially in command.
Sounds like we need to read her log first.
Chief Researcher.
Chief Researcher, followed by Commander, followed by Researcher, if anything.
All right, so let's have a look in Amelia Adams' quarters. So this is
any more
locked.
corpses you need me to throw on the floor?
Not just yet.
I kind of got a thing for it now.
You're kind of into it, huh?
He's just going around throwing corpses around.
My love of corpse throwing is on record.
There's one joke about Deltons you can ever make. Only one. Okay.
Unit.
So here's the weird thing. These quarters are relatively blood and corpse free. It would appear that all of these people were not in their quarters at the time of the Troubles, as it were.
Being chief operations officers, I could imagine that they're going to be running around trying to fix.
You'd hope, right?
Things done.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's almost more unsettling to you because after having waded through all these bodies, all this blood, all this carnage and chaos, it's just a normal Starfleet facility, and it doesn't feel right that you're just walking through it. So let's have a look at researcher Amelia Adams' quarters. These are locked. I would like a control or daring plus engineering difficulty 1 to open this door.
Control engineering is 12. Daring engineering is 16 for me, so I am a good candidate here.
13 for me.
I'll show what we got.
But yeah, nifty. Yeah, Kathako, you do it.
Control engineering for me. 15.
Ooh. You want to assist?
Yeah, let's go for it. That's my best.
I'll allow you to
that's my
assist.
best scout. Control engineering.
All right, so Nifty roll 2, and Greg,
hold
roll
on.
me 1.
Can we, when you say the control or daring plus engineering, can we do different or do we have to do the same?
You can, in fact, do different. It is not required because you can take different approaches to the same problem.
Here's a
Okay,
thing.
so I'm doing daring engineering, he's doing control engineering.
You might want me to assist because I have computer expertise. Whenever you attempt a task that involves the programming or study of a computer system, you may add a bonus D20 to your pool. So I can do 13. It's not as much, but we would instantly get a free D20.
That's a gameplay question for you guys.
Yeah.
I don't
And our
know
difficulty
exactly
is
what
what?
that means.
But then you'd get 3 anyway.
Yeah, because him helping me doesn't cost anything.
No, that's true.
What?
But that would. Oh no, we'd
Well,
have
it
4.
would mean that you'd be looking at 4 because you'd have
that's true.
the assisting dice from you and an additional D20 as well.
Oh yeah, no,
So
yeah, because idle. It means you add 2 dice.
Yeah.
'Cause
So you
add
could
your normal
potentially
plus
get
an
us
extra.
extra momentum as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go with him. Let's go with
Okay.
him. 2 dice. You're 1.
So
So you're rolling for 13. I'm rolling for 16. We're each rolling 2.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Correct stars.
Go for it.
Okay. An 8 and a 6.
Nice.
6. No, sorry, 9 and a 14. I had to check where the dot was. 9 and a 14.
Jeez.
That's 4.
All right, well, get your 3 points of momentum, you fucking saps. Don't say I never do anything for you. All right.
I mean, we do it for ourselves with our dice rolls.
Yeah, and I wonder who helped you make them. I love you guys. I love you all. So the quarters of this senior stellar researcher are an absolute goddamn mess. And it's not a mess as in someone was taken over by a parasite and started to freak out. There was a fight between 2 possibly uninfected individuals. It's uncertain. One of them was clearly more powerful than the other, potentially Vulcan. And while there's not much else you can detect from all these terminals and logs have been removed, they've been scrubbed, they've been destroyed. You can pick up a few trace IDs on the terminal to let you know that this is the location where the last message from the base was sent, but there's no sign of the researcher here.
What was the chief researcher's name again?
The chief researcher is Vital.
And that's the room we're in.
No, you're in
No.
Amelia Adams' room.
Vertical
We're in the
takeoff or
captain's
landing.
She's the junior researcher.
I thought we did chief researcher first.
I thought we did captain
Did you?
first.
We
did
said
you?
chief researcher, followed by captain, followed by junior researcher.
I thought we went to engineering.
I don't remember you saying that. Well, guess what? You've done this.
Stars is determined with that, but it's fine. I think we're just
So
going to do.
where did we go?
We went into the
Yeah. Well,
Still
that's it. So
wondering.
yeah, that's Amelia Adams' quarters. And now, since you have already rolled, and I messed that up, don't worry about it.
No worries.
We'll say you don't have to roll to go into Vital's quarters.
Which I was going to say, Vital sounds like is a Vulcan. You just mentioned Vulcan DNA or whatever, which is why I asked, because like, wait, hold on, what's the name? Yeah.
Yeah. So these are just outside operations name. They're a beautiful view of the crater. Now, for a Vulcan, these quarters are equally chaotic, with furniture, research dossiers, and sculpture tossed everywhere. Like, this is an absolute goddamn mess.
Illogical.
Illogical, most illogical. And in the center of the bed, stained by sweat, is a research tunic, the back of which has been torn off and stained with Vulcan blood. Looks green, but also potentially infected.
So kind of like oh my god, what's got me?
Yeah.
If the back's been torn, because the creatures attach themselves to your back anyway.
Or rip that way. Yeah.
We haven't seen any Vulcans on our
You've
travels.
seen Andorian and a few humans. You've not seen Vulcan yet.
We do not know the current location of this.
Bearing in mind that historically, drawing on my historical knowledge here, Vulcans can be less susceptible to the creature's effects. They can
and
overcome,
can take pain really well.
They can take the pain and they can overcome. For example, Spock did fall under the influence of the creature, but he then regained control of himself, even though it was still attacking his nervous system.
Did we see any green blood on our travels?
No, you did not.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you for free, Razzle-Tem, your incredible knowledge of spreadsheets and administrative work here comes into play again. You recall that Vatol was the only Vulcan on the station.
That's correct.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, Nurse McCoy, who... Yeah, exactly. You made sure to color code it by race, because you're...
Nurse McCoy, who's still here, by the way.
Who's still here.
Forgotten him.
He's tagging along.
He's tagging along. He ran, and he only just found you. He went back to the medical bay to make sure that Bjorn and Dash are okay, and they are thankfully fine.
We're rolling and taking all these battles and all the way up. He's just ran all the way here, straight here.
Just what? His cardio is excellent.
That's the track and field we need.
That's track and field. And coincidentally, would you like to scan the bed and tunic with a Control Plus Medicine task?
No, you would.
Please.
That's a 13 for me.
I believe
Someone will do that, and I will be right back.
Okay.
Absolutely. Who was in charge of the nurse?
Not me anymore, because I'm leaving.
Yeah, well, that was
Mr. Billiam Archer. Would you mind rolling for the nurse?
Yeah, I did a poor job last time, so someone needs to take it.
Redeem Mr. McCoy.
Find the stats for the nurse.
Yeah, they're in the show chat for you.
The attachment.
You're okay.
Click that. Okay, so what am I rolling?
You're rolling Control Plus Medicine.
Oh, I can't quite see that. I'll have to open it in a browser. Okay, 8 plus 4. Okay, 12 we're going for.
Alright, see what you get.
Oh, we got an 8 and a 1.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Nicely done, McCoy. Alright, guess you're back. Okay. Yeah, so you can confirm definitively that, the presence of strange foreign cells found in the bodies of the dead are also present here. But as you correctly surmised, Mr. Archer, they're having a significantly harder time infiltrating a Vulcan nervous system. But that being said, the amount of sweat and the amount of pain receptors, endorphins, dopamine, all these chemical cocktails in the blood, this man was in incredible pain, and he was not bearing it as well as you would hope. Now, we have a lot of logs here. These ones have not been wiped.
Okay.
But cracking them will require an insight plus engineering task, and your engineer is momentarily indisposed.
So we can wait for him to get back. Is there any evidence, any way for us to use our tricorders to track where the Vulcan went, or do a scan of the station to isolate? But I spoke earlier about isolating signs, and you said it might be a task. So I'd like to be able to differentiate the life signs between the parasites, Vulcans, and humans with my tricorder, and actually make that check now.
Okay, I'll absolutely allow that. So give me a Control plus Science difficulty 3 for that.
Difficulty 3, Control and Science. Well, that is a 16 for me. Permission to buy a dice, chaps.
What's this roll? Can somebody help you?
This is for me to sort out my tricorder so I can isolate life signs and hopefully find the Vulcan.
What's wrong with the tricorder? What are we fixing?
Nothing's wrong with it.
It's still having trouble filtering out all the different life signs. This was the problem you ran into when you first did your live biology.
Right.
Just
So
making it better, basically.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
I have power
I imagine-
systems and experimental technology. Is there something I can like experimentally tweak or backdoor my way through the programming?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say attempt a task that involves programming or study of a computer system. I am programming.
I
this.
will allow that.
So
I will allow that.
Get a third dice, and I'll buy a fourth.
And you also have a focus in exobiology.
That too, which is awesome. Which base? What are we doing this again? Sorry, this was control and science, wasn't it? So 4
Yes.
under. I mean, if I'm happy to, I've got 4 dice sitting here, so I'm happy if you want to assist, just no problem.
Apparently we can't.
Oh dear. Oh well. Okay. Let's go. Oh
Really
boy.
can't.
I got a 1. I got a 10.
Okay, good
so
start.
I got a 1 and a 10, so we've succeeded. Okay, so that's
done.
3. I got 2 20s.
Oh, well then we succeeded perfectly with 2 compliments.
Immaculate. Let's move on. Engineering, anyone?
How much is that? Let's see.
2
Christ on a
20s.
bike.
Literally
2 20s.
Oh no, sorry, I'm holding.
All right. Well, thank you for the 4th threat. Thank you.
Oh, are you just gonna take threat? Are you?
I'm going to take that as threat.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
that's
the
fine.
complication is added threat.
Can
The
be.
way,
Yes,
the way
it-
he's stacking up the threat makes me think there's something big coming later on.
Yeah. But
Guess what? You won't pay me threat, so I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna get it somehow.
Yeah, so you know in Skyrim when you get to that one dungeon way too fast, and at the end there's just like the overpowered, like
Dragon
Draugr or
priest.
something like
Yeah.
that. It's
Vulcan's
that's
gonna be
Stars.
hulked out with
Way
like a
at the
million
end of
pounds
the
Just
like
walked in like this, overpowered.
just covered in pancakes.
All right. Absolutely. Oh, no, not the pancakes. All right. So we're going to go ahead and say that you expand, you narrow down the field, you get your narrow bands, you get all of your, cast your scan as wide as possible. I'm going to tell you that on the current side of the station that you're at, it is primarily Andorians, Tellarites, a few humans, and a few Betazoids.
Okay.
But on the other side of the
Betazoids.
station, you can just barely pick up a single Vulcan life sign. It is very erratic.
So this is in
and it would-
engineering.
This would be on the other side of it, which is engineering and a few other locations as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, what, there was something else.
What was Nurse Chapel's roll's result?
Nurse Chapel?
Nurse McCoy.
Nurse Chapel, sorry, Nurse McCoy. Nurse McCoy.
That was just to determine whether or not the Vulcan had been infected, and they appeared to have been, and they were in quite a bit of pain and under duress, which, given that you are picking up an erratic life sign, it's not a healthy life sign on the other station, they may be holding on, they may not. It's hard to tell.
What was the other? There's engineering, and there was one other thing, wasn't there, over on the other side of the station?
I believe on... Yeah, there's the transit hall to get to engineering.
I remember there being three things one side and 2 the other.
Let's see. I think I have it written down on display. Apologies for this. I do have it like all spread out like an asshole. Let's see. Yeah, so the majority of the structures on the night side, including housing, recreation, operations areas, including shuttle bay, that's where you are. The other side contains engineering and the research lab. So all
research lab.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, of course, and this is where the covert research for this
right, gotcha.
fancy thing they got going on is happening.
Absolutely.
Stellar stuff that we need to get.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately. Now
we got to get to the side then.
Well, we did have a role that you were unwilling to do while Nifty was out of the room.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes. Yes.
Oh wait.
Yes, I know, right? Now we're on the verge of wrapping up here, and I know exactly how we're going to do it. But first, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. I'm going to say that you're going to want to have a look in Commander Welgin's quarters.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet.
We haven't done that yet. That was the.
Okay, yeah.
Is he the head researcher?
You are in the chief researcher's lab. That is Vitol.
Okay.
And then you were in Amelia Adams's. That was the one I messed up originally. And then this is Commander Welgin, who's the operations officer who you found dead in operations.
What was his
name? Welgin, Vitol, and Amelia Adams.
Let's hope we can make him well again.
Wasn't it her? Wasn't it her?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
guys.
Oh, you're right.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Sorry.
Dad
My
joke.
God. My God, incredible. Alrighty.
There's
So
a reason
although
that
there's
dad
no-
joke and bad joke are only one letter apart.
It's true. It's true. It's
And that
true.
letter is literally just turned around.
Two sides of the same coin, Shinzon and Picard, dad joke and bad joke. All right. So in Commander Welliam's quarters, although there is no sign of a struggle here, it's obvious that someone forced their way into this room and attempted to get into a security locker, but failed to do so. Would you care to pop that locker with a reason plus engineering or security task with a difficulty of 2?
Very much
Okay,
so.
reason or
Both bad for me.
Reason plus
Sorry.
engineering or security.
Yeah,
You can
reason
choose.
engineering.
okay, so reason plus engineering. I have 16, and I have to think that backdoor applies here
How are you so well spec'd?
because it turns out this is an engineering-heavy adventure, which is how I built my character.
He really is.
So reason engineering, I'm only 13.
Yeah, I'm worse than that.
What about reasons plus security?
Reason security, I think I'm worse off.
Oh yeah.
Where are we?
Not a very reasonable man, are you, Billy?
I'm a pitiful 14 in that one.
Oh, pitiful.
Yeah, I'm
Embarrassing,
11.
really.
I'm 11
11,
in
okay.
reason
All right,
security.
Nifty, give me your reason plus engineering, please. Difficulty
And
2.
I can use my backdoor.
I'll allow it. I will say that you know how you know how to force your fingers into all those back doors.
Heyo.
Nifty really knows how to use his backdoor.
It may only be 2:30 in my time zone, but it's after dark for you boys. So 3 dice.
Oh my god! Yes, 3 dice.
And if there are any children watching this, you're the cool ones.
All right, I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 17.
Nice, that's enough. So you pop that locker, and hallelujah! Inside are 3 Type 2 phasers and another Type 3 phaser rifle in pristine condition.
Damn.
Who wants that?
Otto's gonna be so happy when we hand that to him next time.
So who's gonna carry that around for Otto? If he depends on if he makes next session.
I think we can hand all our loot to Lydia, and she just follows us.
to McCoy.
She's not sworn to carry your burdens today.
I mean,
So Billy, you've still got yours. What?
Yeah,
I've got
Ralph,
one.
do you want?
my control security is 14.
Pretty
So that'd
okay.
be what I'll be using.
What's your stacker?
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels as
Control security?
Yeah.
I'm only a 10. I'm not the security
Well,
guy.
All right. Yeah.
I'll take the phaser rifle.
First. Yeah. First. You'll take the phaser rifle. Okay. And now
I'm the secret agent man, but I use my wits, not so much my.
you MacGyver it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. doke.
Secret
Agent. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're going to end off on Vitol's logs, which are all encrypted, but they can be accessed with an insight plus engineering task with a difficulty of 2. And this is the chief researcher's logs.
What was that? Insight engineering?
Yes, difficulty
12
2.
for me.
13 for me.
13 for me.
Billy, I say you go for it.
Yeah, okay.
I will say if we're
Oh, I'll just assist with the bonus D20.
This would be computer systems.
Here's what I'm doing,
You
yeah.
could do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You could certainly do that.
Insight
Okay.
and engineering is 12, so
And I'll allow you to use
roll-
your focus and Starfleet protocol as well.
one success.
I've
not
got
a 1. I was gonna say a 1. Fuck yeah.
No.
I've got a 4 and a 20.
Oh, thank you for the threat. Thank you.
Okay,
I love it.
you're just stacking this.
Oh, I'm feasting. I'm feasting.
Yum,
All right.
so tasty.
So, these logs are very orderly, very regimented. Oh, I'm going to let Nifty because
He's on the phone.
this is important. This
I'm in a
is the
Star Trek
plot. This is the
adventure.
actual plot. I'm in the library. Oh dear. Yeah, high numbers are bad. That's always the weird thing about the system. It's like number 1s are great, number 20s are bad.
It's backwards
The
just to say
exact
we're
opposite of the
we're
way.
a whole different system.
I have returned. Sorry,
You have
Miss
returned.
Mittens is on a business trip. Well, it's not a business trip yet until tomorrow.
Fair enough. All right. So, the logs are very orderly, very regimented. They are made at almost exactly the same time every morning. this couldn't be more Vulcan if it tried. But all that changed around about 10 days ago, which kind of lines up with the timeline you're starting to construct here.
10 days ago now, okay.
10 days ago.
The last thing we had was 3 days ago.
And the one previous to that was 6 days.
6 days, yep. Okay.
So, yeah, the 10 days ago was the operations log where the biological contamination was discovered.
Okay.
Now, there's a log from the evening of that day mentioning only, due to the accident, work on the drive has been halted for the day. I have requested a specimen so that I might try to catalogue this creature that seems so suited to this environment. Logs from the following day are erratic, talking first about samples and the incident, while mentioning a great amount of pain and strenuous attempts to maintain logic and focus drawing on Kolinar disciplines. All of this is interspersed with Vulcan chants and bits of ritual that are easily identified by any of you speaking Vulcan, but the translator can make it out for you. A log from 2 days later states only, they know, and they must be made one with us. The final log is from only 4 days ago and states, the pain is clarity, the clarity is purpose. I know what I must do.
Fucking Cybok.
And that concludes the session.
Thank you, Stars. That was awesome.
Wow,
That was a lot of fun this week. That was really good.
I didn't want to
we had
end
a good
this,
time.
Yeah, that was a really good time.
Well, don't worry. We'll have plenty more to do next week, which we will try and arrange
time,
a good time because we want to bop this out in a good one. Because I like getting a good flow. But you guys were great. I hope you all had fun.
This was a good fun.
Oh,
this was a good one.
so much fun.
Nice balance of hijinks.
I really
to go
enjoyed
on.
it this week.
We love a bit of hijinks. We love our dual wielding phases.
No, Booter, don't erase that log. We need these logs.
We do actually need this log. I have to go back and write all this up. No.
To listen to it all again. Well, for those interested, we'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday playing some Star Trek Online. That was going to be our possibly Star Trek Resurgence playthrough, but we finished it, so go back and watch that. That's an awesome game.
Go play that game.
Yes, and
You completed it?
We completed it. Yes. We finished it.
Ooh, I must be close to the end then. I didn't see the last
Strong
episode,
ending.
but I'm-
It's a good ending.
It's a very good ending.
good.
It could be heartbreaking depending on how it goes, but I think I'd like to think we got
See,
the bad ending, but I'm not going to say.
I made a lot of different decisions to start, so I'm hoping mine will be slightly different. It'll be a different outcome.
So anyway, Wednesday I'll be playing some stuff, going back into Star Trek Online once again. Join us for that. Then we'll be back next week on this, exactly this time next week, reviewing Subspace Rhapsody, which I've been learning all the songs for, so we're going to have a little sing-along, a little play-along. We'll be doing that. And then the next weekend after that...
Look, Idle, take some advice from your senior number one.
No, Stars, this is a private conversation.
A private conversation?
A private conversation.
About your frustration.
Yes. We must contain it. Anyway, no, sorry. Anyway, the weekend after that, the weekend after that of the 18th, I'll be at the me and Cranky will be at the Star Trek convention, which is going to be in Birmingham, actual Star Trek convention. So that's going to be fun. Imagine there'll be another drunken live stream coming from my.
I hope so. I really hope so.
That should be good fun. I think we're
It'd
going to be
be
joined
a
by
drunken
7.
live stream from the hotel room, watching Star Trek, playing board games.
Yeah, I
that sounds hot. Actually, that sounds great.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, unironically.
Yeah, so that'll be that. But keep an eye on the Discord for all things. We're starting to plan for some tough stuff coming up next month. And we will see you soon. If you haven't already joined the Discord, like and subscribe. Join the Twitch, all those kind of things. And we will see you next time. Ta-ra!
Where were we here as kids? I think I'm a detective.